Sup? My mic's live.
Can't hear anything. Can't hear anything in my headset.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
That's what matters. Can the good people
I don't think they can.
I don't think they can hear us.
in the stream hear what we're saying?
Audio?
I don't hear it in my ears, but maybe that's not a big deal.
I see a what face. I see sup with it. Hi.
It is grainy.
They can
Could
hear
be
me?
our
They say
mics muted
quiet.
on the
They say
soundboard?
barely. They say
Barely.
mic muted.
Pump up the volume.
Yeah, pump that shit up.
Slightly better.
No, okay. Ooh, interesting. There's
I
like
have
a
it
little.
in my right ear.
Yeah. Oh, shout outs to Chris Best in the stream.
Oh, is he in here?
Best.
He's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
So we're here.
Mm.
Spencer is, where is he? Canada?
Chicago, Canada,
He's not here.
Tokyo,
I
London.
actually really wanted to have, the whole crew here.
Who?
Spencer, you heard of Spencer?
Oh, Spencer. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
know Spencer.
You know Spencer.
Yeah, but
With
he's doing
Panda,
something else now.
who is
right?
helping us out, producing today. He's taking over the crazy setup. It's like a Frankenstein monster set up by Spencer.
Can't hear Scar.
Okay, now I
Oh,
can
wait
hear-
a minute.
I
Wait a
can hear
minute.
Toph.
Way better.
Yeah, I can hear me a little better.
Can anyone hear
It's
me?
flipped stereo. I don't know what that means.
Oh, wait a minute. I hear some little.
Oh, we got some hug subs in there.
Scar's mic is just straight muted.
Probably.
Do you know what the foot Alex19 emote is? Okay.
Which one?
Alex19.com, the hugs emote.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Yes.
All
Why?
right,
Is,
so
but I don't know why it's called .com.
I'm messing with the.
have you ever gone to Alex19.com?
Oh no.
Okay.
That would just explain it.
It would explain
Okay.
everything. Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually safe for work, to be honest.
Do you want
It's
to put mine on?
it's
I'll put mine on a test.
WFW. It's weird for work,
Weird for work.
but
Okay.
it is SFW.
Well, I'm down to pull up. You know.
Not something you want to be associated with,
Sure. That's fine. That's fine.
unless you're into that. I don't know if you're into that.
Probably not. Just based on what you know, but. How's it? How's it looking? Blur also just has not returned with our beers.
No. Blur's the kind of guy, if you tell him to do something, he's going to take his time
my
with
god.
it. So
Oh
that-
my god. Suddenly everything sounds better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud. I hear me. I hear you. Alex, you can say something too if you want.
Check, check.
Ooh,
Sounding good.
sounding good.
All right, sweet.
Is there a buzz? For
Oh, there he
everybody?
is. There's Blur. with
That
the
is
beer.
definitely not safe for work. Okay, well.
Blur gave you a horrible pour on purpose. There's a lot of...
Remember our remember how your trip to the Twitch office started with us respectively pouring ourselves.
I don't remember that. I don't remember how that pour went.
You know, I didn't say anything. You're just like,
What?
okay.
What do you... I'm defending
Is
your
this me?
honor. I feel like you did it on purpose just to...
for
Oh,
Hugo
I
or
could have
is
gotten a
this for me?
second beer? Oh, shit. Well, no, I haven't finished my
You
first
didn't
one.
get a
but-
second?
No, I'll get my
I haven't
second later.
finished
I
my
like my
first.
beers fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sorry, the stream
freshly
chat
poured.
is saying not safe for work at all. So we're getting.
No, it is safe for work.
Is it safe for
There
work?
is
Can
zero
I just see
nudity.
it? I just want to see it now. Can we put that up?
Are you talking about the foot? About the Alex 19 foot? That one right
So-
there?
So
It looks
there
like
is
a
zero.
sandal.
There's zero nudity on this channel, and it's really. It's a. I'll explain it to
Just
you. So you
explain.
know
Okay, yeah,
so
yeah,
Alex19.com
Mm.
is a. It's a girl who's doing things that are normal everyday things, like going on the computer, reading a book.
I do all those
But
things.
every time she's doing it, right? Except you don't do what she does, and that's
Mm.
put her feet on a man's face while he's laying down on the floor. So it's like this is what she does the whole time. This is Alex19.com, and that's why I have that emote. I don't know why it exists.
No nudity, but weird.
It's weird. It's weird for work.
Yeah, that sounds really weird. I'm just gonna.
NNFW.
I'm just gonna throw that on my other monitor while I'm at the office, and if anyone says anything, hey, look, it's fine.
No, yeah. No, I actually got scouted by a sponsor while I was watching that site on my stream, and they were still okay with it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. The magic question mark.
Panda? I would say like half the game audio,
Yeah,
and I'm definitely the quietest.
you're definitely the quietest. Yeah.
It's probably still a little loud for the melee music. That's too quiet, but I could give you my headset again. We do not have a fourth microphone. Things are hard, man. Streaming is very difficult.
Were we supposed to have a fourth one?
kind of.
Kind of, sort of.
I don't know.
I think the card only ever had 3, and I went down this morning. I procured a 4th one.
Oh, okay.
We bought 4. Now we have
No,
two.
we actually didn't. We bought 3.
All right, fine. Maybe we bought 3, but now we have 2.
We bought 3.
Ooh, I like being the loudest. Just pump my volume all the way to the top.
the
Make sure
roof.
it clips when I'm
Through
breathing.
the roof.
They told me about you.
I think everything. I
Blur
think
told me
everything's all
about
good
you
now.
And the show.
About me?
Yeah, about you on the show.
I let Blur speak the entire time he was on our show.
That's not what he told me.
What?
He told me
What?
you,
I don't understand. This
you
is
run shit on the show.
so
That's what you
interesting
told me. You
because
told
like
me-
I
You can't. That he runs the show. You can't get a word in over him.
Edgewise.
That's what you said. Blur. Oh, come
Oh.
on, Blur.
do you
Blur.
feel like you're not getting a word in?
No, right now I am though.
But now
Because
you're
I am-
self-conscious
because
about
I
it
am
now.
a powerful stream speaker.
That's true,
Yeah,
and
I
I do feel your
practiced-
presence. You can see the spacing on the couch. I'm just closer to Toph. I feel
You
more
know, I gotta
comfortable.
say, yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like we could just get a little cozy.
I let people talk. When Blur was on the program, I wanted to hear from him. I
Mm-hmm.
told him when we started the show, this should be the Blur talking hour featuring Toph and Scar.
Yes.
This
But-
should really just be all about you.
It's kind of
Arian.
weird because he doesn't like to talk about himself a lot. He's
Yeah.
not the kind of person.
Oh,
that
he was real
likes to do
quiet.
that. Yeah,
Real,
yeah.
just like
Yeah. Humble.
about me.
Yeah.
Talk about me.
Wait, really? That's he wants my mic right now. so
Blur
he
said, "Keep it going." Okay.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
can- okay.
He definitely was caught off guard. He
Yes.
is not used to people. At the very least, we can agree, he's not used to people asking him to talk about himself.
Right. Yeah, that's he's shocked. Yeah.
So he wasn't ready. However, I gave him all the space in the world, I believe. And we heard some insights, which you can go back to the archives and you can watch
Right.
them.
We heard some insights such as my peach is better than yours,
Blur's
That was a
peach is
fight.
better than.
and we
What?
just ended up having to spend 15 minutes on that because you can't have nice things.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Definitely
right. So
Here we are.
I had a panic attack during the Apriska song
Oh, why?
because I was like, wait, what's the agenda? And Toph was like, we ain't got one.
No.
We. But the
I just had to
reality
be
is,
real about it.
when do we ever have an agenda?
There have been a couple shows where we've had an agenda.
I'm used to agendas on my show, on my stream.
We've seen.
So this is a little weird for me.
Well-
I like organized, step-by-step streams.
What did he
Yeah.
say 5
Right.
minutes ago?
I think you said something about being the ultimate
Did we
stream
flip
winger.
it?
Huh?
Did we flip
Flip
the
the
script,
script,
where
yeah.
it was the offline Hugo and now you're
Now you're online,
You're
Hugo.
on the
Yeah,
mic.
First
I
on
think.
stream.
I
And
well, I
it's
think it's. I
regimented?
think it was the same. I think it's the same thing going on. Regardless, I think he's just trying to one up us with whatever's going on.
Mm.
Yeah,
So,
I'm trying to
see.
take you. I
Try to
thought
take
to
us out,
myself.
Roman.
I said, how do I show up Scar on his own show?
Yeah.
And the only way I could is to catch him by surprise.
That's
as
really the
much as
goal.
I can.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
in a
So I
straight up
got-
fight. You know, it might
yeah,
be.
yeah, no, one-on-one, no. This is why it's conditioning. In one way or another, somehow that's how it ends up happening.
Yeah.
Even in real life. You know what I'm saying?
the conditioning,
Yeah. He thought he was getting one HugS.
I did.
He thought he was getting Hugo Gonzalez.
and then you just.
And then I kind of made him think he was getting Hugo Gons.
That's yeah.
And then I hit him with the HugS.
yeah.
86.
So that's very impressive, especially
92.
considering when I thought what I was doing was I was going to expose that there's two sides of HugS. One is off stream when he says I'm the winging it master and I don't plan anything for the viewers. And then when you come on the stream, you say something differently. So I thought that it was Scar getting the one up, but I hear you. It's
And
actually
HugS, you couldn't even reveal that there are multiple HugSes.
And I'm
because
just one
HugS
upped on my
himself-
show because I was conditioned.
yeah.
Yeah, conditioned.
Exactly.
Even though at the end of the day, the people have now heard what was said off stream.
That's
because
right.
I cannot hide facts.
That's true.
I have to share everything, including the fact that we don't have an agenda.
Right.
You're a
Which
fan
is
of
cool.
facts.
Yes.
Definitely.
I've been made aware of that.
Yeah. I've done my best to lie. Done my best to put on a face
But you can't.
that's not
Because
me.
the people see through it. The people see right through it.
and I realize it's not the real me.
a little bit of tension here in the house.
Where'd that come from?
What?
Yeah, what is that? That's
what are
like
you
I
talking
think that's like a Hugo thing. He does that.
What?
Why do you do it like that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean what do I mean?
I'm smelling
No, you're not.
The
people's
roses.
air.
Dude, if you did what I actually
The
did,
people's
I don't
air.
think
I
I've
don't
ever
understand.
seen you
Is there
do
a
a
difference?
non-exaggerated.
Is there a difference between my breathing and your breathing?
Yes.
How so?
Because pretty much you've played telephone before, right? You start with I went to the mall, and then somebody else says like I
went
shot
to the-
Blur
At the mall.
in the
or-
afternoon
Right.
on a
Yeah.
Friday.
Right.
Where if you look at me, I
How
have
you
a
do
very
it?
cool, composed, the Rockian,
Uh-huh.
Integrity.
and then when you do it,
Uh-huh. It sounds the
you
same
do
to
it, you
me.
do, and
The
it sounds the same to
people-
you. But when I do
The
my
people-
impersonation of your impersonation of me, it looks like
I don't get it. Some of us breathe differently, dude. We were raised in different places.
So
You were
basically, you're
born on
telling me
the
it's
East
not
Coast.
my problem; it's your problem.
I was born on the West Coast, and we have different upbringings. You know, the West Coast is more chill.
Is that chill? Is that what's going on
I
there?
don't know
Is
if
that
it's more chill.
Yeah, I mean, maybe-
Is that chill? It's like, dude, chill impersonation. It's like springtime. You just got allergies. You're just like,
Yeah, it feels like you're in.
So I'm a little weirded out.
but yeah.
Because there's a laptop chilling over there.
Yeah.
And you guys refuse to tell me what it's for.
Well, I was told that there was something that was going to happen on my show.
Okay, I'm gonna be
where
the mediator.
Upstairs, everybody's laughing at the table. I see you guys eating dinner together. I was at a different table. I was clearly not invited.
Uh-huh.
Toph, luckily,
Wait.
my good friend came over and
Sorry.
invited me
Sorry.
afterwards.
Okay, thank you.
But no one else thought to invite me to the table. Blur didn't take his phone out. And I get over there, and I'm told that there is a surprise that Toph knows about that I'm not allowed to know about. So,
Do you know why you weren't invited to the table? Because when I came to the Twitch office, you are the only man who said, Hugo, it's great to see you, but I got to work for a second. And then you made me step aside. You did your meeting. Everyone else, I went to Blur's desk, and his screens were all blank. They were all turned off. And he just turned around in his seat like he had been working the whole time. His hands were placed
Can't
on the
confirm I was
sides.
there. Can't
He was-
confirm I was
He
there.
was like doing this as I walked. Like he sensed me from the back, and then I just see his hands doing this, right? Like from the back. Like doing this. And then he turns around. He's like, oh, hey, Hugo. Like, what's up? It's good to see you.
catching me in the middle of my.
And, yeah, in the middle of his work day. And he turns around. So we didn't think to invite you because we thought you were busy with work. Unlike everyone else in this building that I've seen so far. You know what I mean?
the truth was I was.
You were busy.
Busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
you're
know
busy.
you were, dude. I know you're a hard worker.
I wish I wasn't. I wish I could go back to the old days
Of when you were not
where I
a hard
phoned
worker?
it in and played Melee.
Were you ever like that? See, I didn't know old school Scar that much.
Yeah. Yep.
I knew him one way. Through
Tell-
a rivalry.
Yeah, through
Yeah.
a rivalry.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I was listed on the, you know what I mean, of a top 50 player for year after year after year. My God.
Oh my goodness!
If there were medals that you could get for
For
each
being
year
top
of being
50.
top 50, I don't know if anyone would have as many as you. You've
First
been
of
at
all,
the top of the list for years.
first of all, that's a little insulting because I've definitely been like top 20 for like every single year except for like one.
That's
Possibly two.
additive, but I'm sorry. Let me go back and retract my statement. Top 20 year after
Yes.
year after year. Do you feel better?
Yes, I do.
just so many years, you know.
I work
Were you
hard.
top
You just
20
go back,
on
you count all the
of
years.
the-
There's just so
No, no,
many
so-
of those years.
13 and 14 I was not because I just came back like after a 2.5 year.
You think you were top
hiatus.
50?
I was ranked top 50 when I came back. Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, you have one more top 50 than top 20.
So I
but,
guess you
no,
could
no
call
big
all my
deal.
years top 50. Yeah.
It's just, it was more about the number of consecutive medals as opposed to the number of placement, but whatever.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll
Well,
take
That detail might have just been.
point being, I'm happy to have been listed on the rivals of HugS. That is
Yeah,
my
you
point.
were. A lot of people have. And you were my first.
No, I wasn't.
You were my first.
No, it's
you
not
were my
possible.
first rival.
How is Scar?
No, you're right. It was chilling, dude. All right, you were my
Come on.
second.
It could not be me. I would not accept it.
You were my second rival ever. You were the one who was most vocal
Mm.
about it.
Yeah.
I hated the West.
You
Sounds
were the
about
most
right. That sounds
angry.
about right. That sounds.
I
about
was
right.
angry.
I was around in those
hungry.
days. I was a nobody, but I saw the Smashboards beef.
Yeah.
And it was fierce,
Mhm.
and it was cutting.
Yeah. You and I have only had a beef since the summit. And that was for like a week.
Which beef was that?
When you said that conditioning was a meme and that grabbing was
I
random.
don't know how that started. I think Lovitch said something.
Grabbing's
Lo-
random.
Grabbing?
No,
Dude,
you actually
grabbing,
were on a
grabbing
kick.
is straight up random, dude. Grabbing straight up random, dude.
You were on a
when
kick.
I play Samus, I swear to God, sometimes I'm just like, yo, Z button, fuck, and it always works. Samus did it in 10, dude. Yes, he won the match, but I swear to Jesus Christ, I got like 15 grabs.
You should play Samus in tournament. And then see how it goes. All right. And then
Working
I tweeted,
on it, all right?
I
I'm
tweeted saying
Working on it.
Easier said than done.
Easier said than done.
I know that you know this.
definitely. And I said, I guess I should just randomly meme him into a 6-0 next time I play him again.
Wait, when did we haven't played in tournament?
We played in money matches. Oh, at tournament
Okay.
at Paragon.
Oh, yeah.
I randomly
It
memed
was
you.
2-0.
Yeah.
It was 2-0.
It was a random meme fest.
It was I
A random meme fest.
memed hard.
You got me.
So I just want to bring up the first person to convert conditioning, a lofty concept in the sort of
Yeah.
Necronomicon
What does that
of
mean?
Melee.
What does Necronomicon mean? What does that mean?
Let's try to say that the great tome of secrets of Melee.
Okay, is that what it means?
Necronomicon.
Is that an anime term?
No, it's like
It's a good guess.
Yeah, no, that's
That's definitely what I thought it was.
I thought that was some
conditioning. You know, a
shit.
term that we've all used over the years to describe a core gameplay concept. And the first person to turn that into a joke was on your own stream, multi-tournament conditioning.
Yeah.
What is that if not a meme?
I'm sorry, I'm confused. You're saying it's a joke.
I am saying multi-tournament conditioning.
I'm
felt
very confused.
So the first step in multi-tournament conditioning was what?
To become relevant.
Become a known player.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sick.
HugS, I got to tell you, I don't know if you've heard, and by the way, I'm aware that you're actually sensitive to what people call you. I just called you HugS, and I caught myself, and I was like, did I make a mistake? I know that Tavakins has insisted on calling you HugS,
Uh-huh.
and I just feel that you do not prefer that.
No, see, so here's my rule, right,
Go ahead.
that I like to abide by. It's if you know me personally, and all it takes is just, hi, my name is this.
Yep.
What's your name? And I say, hi, my name is Hugo. You can now call me Hugo for the rest of your life.
I don't know if
And
you've
now I
ever said
expect
those
it.
words to me.
Hi, my name is Hugo.
I don't know if you've ever said those
Why
words
not?
to me.
Because we didn't even say hi to each
No,
other the
we
first time
hated
we
each
met.
other. We knew who
plugged
each
in
other. Yeah, we plugged the
controllers,
controllers and we
faced
sat
the
down.
camera.
You got 3-stocked, and then won the set, and we walked away. I
Yeah.
shook your hand,
Yeah, like this.
and I was out.
Yeah.
It's like fuck.
I lost to HugS, and then he never got
Well, luckily, I give you way more credit than that. I did not say I lost to HugS. I said
I heard about
coulda
you
had that.
losing to
I lost to HugS.
I was
Larry, though. That one made you mad. Larry tells that story all the time.
Ooh.
DHS
Scar doesn't take Falco losses.
Good job, Def. Great job, Larry. You're very good, Def.
As I say that,
That's exactly
that
how
is so fucking
You
funny.
lost?
Do you know how I lost? I lost at the same tournament where your heart was broken, by the way, right?
There's
My
been a couple.
boy
Which one?
Pac-Man, the dude I came up
Oh
with,
no!
ended.
Oh, no.
He Tophed you. Toph ended my career, right? You've heard the story?
I got something to say about that, but go ahead. Yeah.
Toph ended my career the same way that Pac-Man at that tournament ended your career. On the next setup next to you, because I know I lost, hanging my head in shame, and just looked over it, and you were
And
miserable.
you're like, I guess it's not that bad.
Fucking Larry Lur. I'm up game 1, right? Game 2, some cheesy-ass Falco shit happens. Game 3, I'm up 2 stocks to 1. He's at high percent. I lose my third stock. So last stock, all I have to do is nair him, and I know I'm going to kill him. He does, like, forward throw, and I just, like, double jumped on Battlefield and just didn't grab it. I, like, miscalculated the double jump because I was afraid because it's fucking Falco.
Yeah.
And so I up-B'd, and he hit down. He hit Y button and down, and I died.
And then
And
he
I'm
stands up.
happy to hear that afterwards
shakes
I
his
said,
hand.
good job, Larry. You're really good.
No, you said Def. Because
Good
you
job,
refused
Def.
to say his real name at that point. You said, good
Def.
job,
Good job, Def.
You're really good, Def.
You're talented.
You're very good, Def.
I was so mad. I've never been more mad at an individual before because I never heard of the man.
Oh, he's a very annoying person to
I
lose
never
to.
heard of the man.
Yeah.
I hate the way he plays.
Oh, it's so annoying. He tries to do, the zoo, the shine, up B combo that only works on Fox. He does that on Samus.
Does it hit?
And no, it doesn't really hit. It only hits when I think that he's not that stupid.
He's not
And
dumb
then-
enough
and
to
then,
try
And
it.
then he does it.
He
and then
memes you.
Yeah, he memes me. He is actually a memer.
He's definitely a memer. He's a Smash 4 player. He's a Brawl player.
He's brilliant.
He's brilliant in a brain
He's so
dead way.
stupid. He's smart.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
Yeah.
But he's a genius, but the most annoying kind of genius.
You have a story about Pac-Man on crack?
Yeah. So
By the way, this is Pound.
this is pound.
Do you remember
4.
which pound?
This is pound 4 where Lucky
I watched your match.
and Mango were being interviewed, and then they said, who do you expect to do well? And they were both saying, I expect my boy. This is the last time they've ever said my boy on camera to refer to me.
Oh, my God.
Because I was a legend in their eyes at that point, right? Because they were like, I was the old school. I'm sorry. I was very good in those older years.
This is when you know it's a problem.
I was very good in those early years.
Yeah.
Very
move
good.
along, move along, move
Today,
along.
very
Yes,
good
yeah,
player,
yeah, yeah, right.
You know?
Right.
But then, so in my comeback, I was doing really well in SoCal. So they were just hyped, and they're like, my boy HugS is going to do really well at this tournament.
Yes.
I expect to see him in the top 6,
Yes,
etc. Right?
of course.
And I played Pac-Man, this Luigi from where is he from?
You tell me.
Philadelphia.
Oh God,
Pennsylvania.
All right. So I play him. This is the funny part. Okay. Oh no, actually, it starts with a story right before that. So the pool started. I'm already a little frustrated. You know why? Because
I don't know why.
Silent Spectre beat me. right? And then I'm thinking, okay, I still advanced. Actually, Toph also beat me.
Tough back in the day.
Back in the
Toph
day,
was
very tough.
a monster.
Yes.
I remember this, but this was a hard
Yeah.
pull. This was a hard pull.
So I lost 2, right? And I'm still thinking I could still advance because my record's fine as long as Falcomus loses to Silent Spectre. And at this point in time, Falcomus has never lost to Silent Spectre.
right.
Except this one day, Falcomus decided to beat Silent Spectre. Or should I say Silent Spectre decided to lose to Falcomus.
Yes.
And the funny part is, before this match happened, I went up to the Don of NorCal at the time, who was Bobek
Yep.
Vakili.
Yes, absolutely.
He was there.
And he was sitting on a chair like he knew I was coming to him. He was sitting on his chair.
With the ring.
Yeah, with the ring on his palm, and he
Yes.
had like some whiskey, which I don't know how he got it into the venue.
Of course.
But he was sitting there, and I said, please, I kissed his hand, and I said, please, let me advance in
Please.
this tournament. It was all up to him, and then he looked at Germ to see if they should allow it, and he says, we'll see. He says, we'll see, and I go back, and I see this atrocity of a match happen. So I no longer can advance unless like some freakish tie happens or something.
Yeah.
But I got to beat Pac-Man to have that chance, and I play Pac-Man. And in the last stock, he side Bs, misfires me, and I die. And I'm so upset, and I look around, and I see, Kevin's son?
Yes,
Hockey
I know
D.
Kevin's son.
He's sitting in the back. And he's cracking up, and Bob Money has to tell him, stop.
Stop.
I remember this. I was watching. I was there,
That
and I
is
remember
so
that
sick.
misfire happened. It was real tense, and so, I walk up and I'm like, "Yo, what game is this?" They're like, "It's a game 3," and I'm like, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, Hugo has to win this to make it out of
Yeah.
the pool."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh my god."
First time not making it out of pools, by the way, if I lost this match.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And you got misfire, and I remember
I got
everyone was just like, "Oh shit."
Except for one.
Cracking
up,
I
cracking.
really want to have Pocky D on the show at
That
some
would be
point to tell us about. 'Cause he
brilliant.
was my OG NorCal roommate.
Right. And he's also
2
originally
years we
from
lived-
East Coast, or
Yes.
Right, yeah.
So he's got a whole different side of the community to talk about.
Right.
Started out as an Ice Climbers player. He actually swears to God that he doesn't know how Ice Climber chain grabs works, and he just hits random buttons.
Sounds like
I think
Sick.
that I honestly think that's what 90% of Ice Climbers do.
Where does he live, by the way, these days? Is
He
still around?
lives in San Mateo.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I went to his 30th birthday party.
yeah. He has a
Over the
family
last
now, right?
weekend.
Or he's
He has-
married.
He has a nice wife
Mhm.
who's very awesome.
30.
Okay.
He's
Does he have
30.
kids?
He's 30?
No.
That's like the age Hugo's going
No,
to be
in
in
6 years.
in 6 years.
Yeah. Hugs
Well, no,
92.
I bought your plane ticket.
Yeah.
I had to.
And it's
And
I
then
had
it
to
asks you
explain.
when you buy some. Right.
It asks for your birthday when you purchase
Of the
the plane
passenger,
ticket.
yeah.
So I had to tell him. It's really weird.
Yeah.
There's like a typo on my ID that says 86, and I kind of just have to go with it.
Right.
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like,
That's
I
why.
just-
Well, that's why you named your thing on Twitch 86.
Yeah,
Kinda
yeah,
like-
I gotta
It's
stay
a
consistent.
self-referential
Yeah.
sort of joke. It's
Right,
a
right.
meme. It's like, haha, I'm
like it's a
from
government
86.
meme.
I like
yeah.
that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's actually HugS 92 is what it should have been.
Right.
But 86 is actually one of my favorite numbers, so
Yeah.
it works out.
Great.
You know what I'm saying? But he's 30, so he's older.
Yeah, he's an
30.
older guy.
Older,
Yes.
wiser,
Older
married.
guy.
And it actually made me realize that I'm almost 30.
Weird.
And I'm
Yeah.
freaking out a little bit, to tell you the truth.
I wonder if he's ever told his wife that story. Like at the dinner table, he's like, "You'll never guess what happened to this Mexican guy that I used to know at
talking
some
about
tournament
Pocky D.
he really fucking cared about.
Yeah,
You'll never guess what happened."
No.
Mhm.
That
Sorry,
was.
Hugs.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
there's another tournament that
What?
where I saw you in a not very good state after a tough loss.
Oh no. Which one is it? Is it?
You don't even have to say anything else. You honestly don't even have to say anything. I feel that pain, where no disrespect to anyone in the community. To play Smash at a high level takes intelligence and character and charisma and strength and passion and integrity and reads and punishes and execution. But oh my
He's so
god,
good at listing
that
things.
sucks. To sit next to someone where you know
You know the funniest
that you're
part?
on another level.
You know the funniest part?
Tell me.
You announced I made top 8 on the commentary.
My bad, dude. My bad.
Like,
and
HugS
you know
made
what?
top 8.
Toph and I discussed this later, and we said, look, you see us. We are sitting right here. We don't have phones in front of us. All I know is what Panda tells me. In that case, it was /5150 on Twitter.
Yes.
You can let him know that he should not have jumped to conclusions
Oh, is he the
watching
one
the
who
other
told you?
stream
Yeah, we heard on
and telling
headset,
us
HugS just blah 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 made top 8. Or
that
whatever.
HugS is top 8 at EVO 2015, an incredible honor. Instead,
The worst part is, I got to show up the next day right during top 8, sitting in that stage,
Yeah.
and I got to see the big screens
oh my
Where
god,
where they show the little videos of all the players, and it's just him. Like he should have been there. Like he's not surprised. Like
Yeah.
like it's 2004 all over again, and he's not shocked. He's yes.
right?
Huh?
It's like it's two.
No.
It's like not a day.
Yeah,
has
I don't
passed.
think he knows what day it is today, what year it is,
No.
what decade it is.
No, absolutely not.
He thinks it's the same. Like he wants to split with Ken at Evo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he definitely
He
wants to split
split money
Evo. Yo,
with Ken at
Ken.
Evo.
Pot's hella big. Dude, can I just tell you the only conversation? I actually don't know Chudat very well at all.
Uh-huh.
The only conversation I've ever had with Chudat.
Uh-huh.
Ever.
How did that go?
He comes up to me at CEO 2015, so this is recent. It's like the first time I'm meeting this guy. And he comes up to me, he's like, hey, Toph, right? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, nice to meet you, dude. And he's like, hey, check it out. If you use this code, like you can get like a discount on Uber and it helps me out too.
He told you this, right?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry,
and then
okay.
he walks off.
And that's it.
He hit you with his Uber referral code and pieced out. That's what you're telling me.
I was like, all right, well, that told me everything I need to know about
Do
that
you
guy.
get a discount?
I don't fucking know. I don't care. I wasn't
Maybe
about
he was
to use
trying to
Uber.
help you out.
Probably.
You know? He's
Probably
a nice
not.
guy.
Probably not.
He's
Who knows, dude?
he's
That's impressive. You have to respect the hustle.
yeah, and we've talked about Collusion a couple of times when we were talking about these old stories. This used to happen a lot.
I'm actually surprised. Like, I wonder what the West Coast perspective was on this because I lived that, right? I went to tournament after tournament where Mewtwo King split with Chillin, PC. Yeah, I mean, PC didn't split as much as everybody else, but
So-
Chew, Chillin, M2K split constantly.
Oh, absolutely.
At my tournaments, you know, Cactuar, J-Man, M2K split constantly. We didn't even play out top 3, dead serious. It was like just based on who's in winners finals and who wins losers bracket, it was done. We just paid them out. We're done. Tournament's over.
West Coast, okay, the guard you see now at West Coast, all legit the entire career. Like, if we split, it was, all right, you want to split? Yeah, but I still really want to fuck you up.
Yeah.
And he still really wants to fuck me up, right? So it was just still a competition.
Right.
But before that, it was pretty much the top of the top on the West Coast. Back in the days, they were splitting as well. I'm talking Chudat because he was West Coast for some reason.
Oh, yeah. He lived in SoCal?
Yeah.
Interesting.
What?
Just one moment. Atrioc is dropping some news in the chat that he was behind Chudat at Evo and saw the sandwich that Chew ordered, and it's the most disgusting thing he's ever heard of.
Oh, okay.
All I saw,
Well,
he's
Atrioc
trying
hit
to
us.
drop the deets. All I see is tuna. I think that he's probably on his mobile phone and like just can't type this sandwich order quickly enough.
What's a gross
Adrian,
thing to
take
put
your
on tuna?
time.
Like fried onion rings to start off.
Take your time because we want to know what this sandwich was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
already tuna is a bad.
I
a
like
bad
tuna.
look for Subway.
But you can fuck it up.
Yeah.
He put some onion rings, some barbecue sauce.
I'm on my phone. Yeah.
I knew he was on his phone. I know, dude. You think I don't know? I know.
We know.
All right, we got to know this.
He's conditioned. That's actually not conditioning. I actually really wanted to ask you, Hugo, because I was actually getting ready to tell the story. I don't know why I pivoted to a different topic, but
I still want to touch on this topic later, but go ahead.
I was
Yeah.
listening to multi-tournament conditioning.
What'd
Atria
he
says
say?
he just kept asking for more
Tuna?
sauce.
Sauce. What sauce comes with tuna?
He's on his
They're-
phone,
and
dude.
they kept
He's
yelling-
he's trying.
And they kept yelling at him,
Atriac's
sir,
like-
it's a tuna sandwich. Like, what do you mean? He's like, more sauce. It's like, do you mean like tuna? Or what do you mean?
Atriac's trying so hard on this
He is,
on his
dude.
phone right now. He's getting auto-corrected up the ass. I'm listening to multi-tournament conditioning on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
I saw it on Reddit. People upvoted it. I saw all these upvoted comments saying that HugS86 has the best stream in all of Melee.
Wow.
And I keep reading this on Reddit.
Mhm.
And so I watch in my old apartment, multi-tournament conditioning. and I closed my phone.
Why?
Why? The way you just said
Okay.
why is
I'm
like
very confused.
Okay.
your voice cracked because you were like,
Yeah.
"This is not an honest question."
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to recreate it properly. I mean, we almost need to just listen to it from the start, where I feel like I turned it on and, I heard HugS, Hugo, start by announcing that he's going to share this sick new technology with his stream. And so I'm looking and I'm listening and I'm thinking, like, new technology, multi-tournament conditioning. This sounds like it could be interesting, but it also seems like a lot of effort for very little payoff. And I keep hearing you talk about this is going to level up your game. This is going to take you to the next level of Melee. And I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, I think my brain just said, this is going to be idiotic. And I rolled my eyes.
And you were
Now-
disappointed because it was.
Now, I admitted at the start that I listened to 75 seconds. I did not listen to the whole video. However, I did hear Toph actually drop the highlight of that whole video, which is step 1, become a known player. And I could not have rolled my eyes any harder. And I remember my wife, like, listening by accident, asked me, like, who is this person? And at that point, I had to turn the video off. So that is
No-
why
no
I
one,
turned the
honey.
video off.
No one, honey.
I
This
said,
is not
I
allowed
said,
in the Scar Newman.
I said, honey, don't worry about it.
Really?
Said, sweetheart, don't worry about it. And Sophie, she is a strong-willed individual, and
She'll
think
press
you
the
need
issue.
to. Yes, and she did. She kept asking, and I said, you know what? This is HugS. He's amazing at Smash. He's saying some stupid shit. And she said, "Oh, okay." And then
that
we
was it?
moved
And
on.
then you just moved on with your day.
So I guess I don't understand what was the mentality going into what seemed to be an 8-minute video on a topic that, to me, the best part was over after 90 seconds.
No.
Okay.
If you've seen the video, the
And I
best
have
part
not.
hits like in 5 minutes. Especially if you're watching it live
So
on
did
stream.
you watch it?
I did.
Do you know? Can you confirm or deny that it actually hits a level?
Hey, to me, the whole thing was just great.
Okay.
So, but
Yeah.
Do you think that Hugo could hit me with some real shit
Yeah,
that will
maybe.
change my opinion on
Maybe.
multi-tournament
Let's hear it.
conditioning?
If you're watching, let's say you watched it live, right?
Yeah.
And you're looking at the chat, and this is me saying it. As I'm saying it, I'm hearing people say, "You're a fucking idiot. You are stupid. How are you relevant?" Etc. Etc.
The people in the chat
The people in the chat
are saying that about you?
as I'm saying it, and I keep going.
Wow.
Right, I keep going, and I explain it to them.
Wow.
I said, first step is you become relevant. Okay.
You're
Second
hitting them with
step-
that real shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second step, you lose to him at an important, but not critical tournament.
sure, like a regional.
Yeah, a
You
big
know,
regional
big
like
regional.
HCC throwdown, right?
I
You
think
lose-
that's the last
As
thing that I-
as a hypothetical
Right,
example.
Right.
This is like the level of tournament we're talking. Yeah.
right. And then so you lose to him, but here's the key, right? Here's where it gets genius. You have to be relevant so that he cares.
Uh-huh.
You have to be relevant so that he really, really cares. And he cares so much that he goes on his stream and he creates an analysis video of how he beat you. And he gift wraps the entire matchup and all his strategies to you. And then you use that to fuck him up at the biggest tournament of all time, Battle of the Gods, top 20 only, baby. 3-2.
I feel like
Okay. Do you
You
understand?
fucked him up 3-2.
Do you understand
That's
what
not
I said?
convincing 3-2.
A convincing 3-2.
Yeah.
So I lost.
no, it wasn't convincing.
Dude,
3-2.
Benji Man knew you were going to say it because there's no way chat is fast enough. Benji Man,
because that was a
the
goal.
only guy.
He's seen it.
I
I
fucked him up
love
3-2.
your honesty, though. Because you could just gloss over the set count. You could just say, I fucked him up.
No,
End
No,
of
I thought you
story.
were gonna say. I thought you could
But-
say you gloss over how you fucked him up. You could just say
And this-
I beat him 3-2, but you gave us the extra detail
I
of
fucked him up 3-2.
clarifying-
You can fuck someone up 3-2.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
I can attest to that fact.
And I did.
That's the integrity that you need to be a top player.
Yeah. And the thing is, I was saying this the day before. I already knew I was eliminated on day one. And I was speaking to Mango and Joey, and I said, the only thing I have to live for is to ruin someone else's dream. The
That's so
only thing.
SoCal.
That's the most SoCal thing I've
so
ever
SoCal,
fucking heard.
dude.
That's
I am
so
waking up
fucking
4 in the
SoCal.
morning. You got to understand, I'm at Battle of the Gods, and
Yeah.
I prepped a long time. And I lost to Silent Wolf, and I thought to myself, fuck. I have to now
Who else was in the pool?
Armada.
Yeah, okay.
I have to now beat Armada, a man who has actually never lost to a non-top 6 player in a 3 out of 5 in his life. I have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff.
For me to move on tomorrow. And I lost to him. I lost to Armada, and I
Right.
go to bed knowing I wake up and I'm showering and I'm sitting there just slamming the walls, yelling out Armada's name like, Armada. Right? And I'm thinking, what can I do to make myself feel better?
Yeah.
But to ruin another man's dreams and hopes.
Right.
And that's what I did. I was in the pits. I was in the depths of hell. And I grabbed him by the ankles.
Yeah.
And he was clawing at the floor, trying to resist. And I said, no, fuck
What
that.
a visual.
Yeah. Fuck
Oh
Come
my
with me.
God.
Can I tell?
I'm trying to get invited back next year, homie.
yeah, that's
You come
right.
down here with me.
That's right,
All right?
motherfucker.
You watch the matches with me in the audience. All right? I want someone to sit here with
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
me. Okay?
Can I? From my part of the story, as Otto's roommate,
Uh-huh.
I believe at this tournament, it was just funny because Otto loses to.
SVAT.
Yeah, he lost to SVAT first day, got fucked up 3-2.
Yeah,
and
he did. Yeah, he did.
and I remember we're going into that night thinking like he beats you but he loses to
Armada.
yeah and then we're going into no in fact Armada was the
SVAT.
next day
Yeah, right.
and we're going into day 2 and we're all chilling in the hotel room and he's like, man, I'm probably done at this tournament, blah blah blah, and he's like, but I think he told Dewan, he was like, fucking the coolest thing I'm about to do tomorrow in this tournament is I'm about to watch HugS beat your ass, Zach.
Is that what he said to him? Yes.
He said the best thing I'm doing in tournament tomorrow is watching Hugo beat your ass, Zach.
This is why.
And so Otto was back there the whole time,
Uh-huh.
and you did that one like missile, and then and Otto just starts flipping. Let's go, Hugo.
This is why I love Otto,
Let's go,
right?
Hugo.
As you're telling me the story, I'm thinking, okay, most people would be like, yeah, I'm out because there's no way HugS is being as fat. But I fucking love Otto because I know he's the kind of guy who's actually going to say, my boy HugS is going to fuck you up tomorrow. That's why I fucking love Otto.
Yeah, I know, dude.
That's why I wanted him. and
Yeah,
not
of
Esmet.
course.
I was actually playing for Silent Wolf to advance the next day.
Good shit.
I was playing for him.
Good shit. Good shit. Good. Silent Wolf's run at that. Oh my god, that was a fucking. He got into top 8 like the least deserved. He went in the weekend. I was like, we hadn't kicked it in like a month or 2. I was like, do you feel prepared? He's like, dude, I've only been speedrunning Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I've not practiced at all. And then he loses, and by all rights, he should not even make it into. Not only did you have to beat Zach, he also had to take a game off Armada. So like and that night we got pretty fucked up because he thought he was kind of out of the tournament, so he did not get a good night of sleep.
That's the funny part. I didn't get fucked up. That's
You
how
were-
bad I wanted to ruin another man's dreams. I went to sleep
Took
like a
it real
baby
slow.
at 9 p.m. Just turned on my fan because I need that white noise.
Yeah.
I went
Yeah. Same.
went to
Do
bed.
that shit.
I actually bought a white noise machine.
No.
It's fucking
I just
sick.
bought a.
So,
I just
question:
bought a fan.
can I go to get another beer, or is
Yeah. Oh.
there anyone
We have someone
Here.
who's I think ready to help.
who can help?
If you want to split this Aylesville stout,
I might be like a little sick, so
I mean, I could pour it from my cup. I think that's actually quite a hygienic way to share.
Yeah.
might be.
Yeah.
It would be nice if
If somebody,
the Crimson Blur,
For example.
local legend,
Yeah. Esteemed Tio. Esteemed savior
and
of
possibly
melee.
the best commentator in the world right now.
I actually
Yeah.
put him.
one of the
Alright,
best
there
Marths
he is.
and a respectable Peach at that.
I actually did put him in my top 5 commentators list.
What was your list?
It was him, Vish, Toph,
Uh-huh.
Webs,
Good list.
okay.
So far, so good.
and then Vic Ramen.
Who's Vic Ramen? Never heard of Vic Ramen.
He is Southern California
This would be a good
SSS
time to
commentator.
transition into the thing.
Is this
By the way, this would be a
is this your actual?
That's actually what I wrote on my list. Yeah.
So you had top commentators,
Uh-huh. Blur.
and you chose to cut the list of 5.
Uh-huh.
Vish, we made it!
Who was number 1?
I think my number 1 was actually Blur. I'm not kidding.
Sure.
Blur gets hype.
Yeah. Blur
Number
does
2
tonight.
was Webs.
Is there any honorable mentions on the list or anything like that?
Yeah, like hidden bosses.
I said I like
People who
Scar.
are-
That's what I said.
Do you have a deeper analysis now that you have the opportunity? Probably
Flesh it
nobody
out.
asked in the chat, but we got all the time in the world. We don't even have an agenda, so we could just talk about what your opinions are about good commentary,
And bad commentary?
bad commentary.
Okay.
Specifically.
I like people who are natural on the mic and are not trying to be esports. I hate that shit. I think so. Here's a perfect example. You put D1 with you, and he is amazing. You put D1 with someone else who's trying to be esports, and I cannot listen to it. I can't.
This is interesting to me.
Yeah.
Your prediction, because, by the way, the last time I commentated with D1 was ? Date.
Okay.
Your prediction is that if I commentated with D1,
You guys would be great.
it would be good.
Yes. Yes.
I
Unless
think
you're trying to be
you
esports, but I don't-
greatly overestimate me.
As a commentator?
I can't even. We actually have to just get off the subject. I literally can't talk about it, honestly. Toe, can you talk about it in a way? Like,
Yeah, please talk
what's
about
your
it.
opinion
Of,
on that?
Of if you commentated with D1, and you haven't.
No, I
and you
don't
have not.
remember the last time.
I think you're honest with me. I think D1 especially I think his absolute specialty is like play by play, and I think if you take someone who knows the game really well,
Because his personality shines when he's with someone who's not trying to be play-by-play or esports.
exactly, who's like not really by the book,
Right.
exactly, and like it's really cool. It's really cool because to me it's almost like teaming with like a peach. It's like teaming with like a floaty that's just gonna hold it down and like have the basics going on, hold the stocks,
Right.
and then I can go be stupid, do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So it's that's how it feels. Like commentating with D1's like teaming with like a good floaty.
So you
Yeah.
think it would be a good pair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Toph, my commentating soulmate.
Mm.
You think D1 Scar would kill it?
Kill it.
Yes. I do think you guys would do well.
Cool. All right. Well,
Who are your least favorite
great,
commentators?
great. Let's
Can
just,
you talk about that?
have the list right
No,
where it
'cause
is.
as a player,
And maybe Bobby
as
Scar
a player,
is an honorable mention on the Hugo top 5 list. That's
check it out.
and
as
you know
a
what? I
player,
appreciate being an honorable mention because the commentary in Super Smash Bros. Melee is stacked. There are so many talented people
Oh, yeah.
like Vish, like
Every
Ubu
once in a
Bagoo,
while.
who was number 5 on your list.
You see,
Abudabaga,
that's the guy, dude.
Sir
What
Vic
was it?
Ramen,
Vic Ramen.
Vic Ramen.
Vic Ramen.
What a legend
SoCal,
in our community.
SSS commentator.
Really pushing the envelope of what's good commentary.
Yep.
Insights,
Yep.
really great vocal tones.
He doesn't want to talk about who he doesn't like. That's what I think.
I don't. So, am I here, Hugo, to knock people down? Or am I here to build people up and
So
to
here's the
build a
thing.
community around me?
Here's the
That's
thing.
the
As
question that I
players-
pose to you.
As players, right, we are often expected to say, I don't think this guy's legit. I think I could fuck him up. Right? But that's not the world of commentators. I have not heard one commentator say anything bad about another commentator. And that's what constructive criticism is all about. Right? You hear someone talk shit about your commentary, you're like, no, I am good. Fuck that. Right? But you guys never say anything bad about each other.
Who would you
That's
say,
why we got people
Hugo,
that suck on the mic.
who would you say reaches out to the people and who tries to figure out what constructive criticism... Jesus.
Sorry, go ahead.
Who asks for constructive criticism of the commentators? Who's proactively looking for it?
You got to talk to other commentators.
Dog, just answer the fucking question.
I don't listen to people when it comes to how to play Samus.
I know, but
You
look,
shouldn't
look,
listen to
no,
people
no.
about how to do
See,
commentary.
this is
You- I talked
you
to
actually
Doug.
don't know what you're talking about.
I talked to
Can
Plup. You need to talk to Toph.
Let me explain to
You
you
need to
why you
talk
don't
to
know what you're
wife.
talking about. Can I explain?
You need to talk to
Vic
husband.
Will you give me a minute? Can I tell you why you don't know what you're talking about?
Go ahead.
I respect what you're saying. When you play Super Smash Bros. Melee, do you know who tells you if you're doing well or not? The game. If you hear ba 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 ba, and then Samus is looking all cool,
Right.
you did well.
Okay.
But if you hear ba 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 da ba da ba ba, it means you suck and you have to get better. As a commentator, you do not have the beautiful objective game engine of Super Smash Bros. Melee to tell you whether you're succeeding or not.
You only have the
All
people.
you have is the entertainment of the good people at home, which is what I try to espouse and what I try to live by when I'm on the mic. This mic right here, what I'm doing right now is for all of you in the chat. And if you don't think that I'm being real right now, just press 2. You know what to do if you agree with what I'm saying.
But here's a question I have for you, okay? Wait, Blurred. Oh. All right.
Oh my god. Oh,
What do we
Chris
got here?
Best.
Oh, what's up? Which one's mine? What is this?
Alehouse.
Just look.
I have a question for you.
Just feel it in your
Remember
heart.
back in the days when you first started commentating, you got a lot of hate.
Yes.
Do
Do you mean Rom?
that as soon as commentary started really becoming a thing at the Evos and everything, people always talked about how they hated Scar commentary.
Yeah.
And I didn't hate it back then either. Just a lot of people were just not happy. They didn't like your style. It wasn't professional, right?
It wasn't
It
professional.
was very not professional.
No.
No. Okay. So then, do you think you've changed that? Or do you think you're still a hype monster and then people have started to like you? If you listened to their advice back
Yeah.
then, would you be the commentator you are now?
So I think that those
it's
are
a little bit of
great
both.
questions,
I
and
think it's a
you're,
little
you're
bit of both.
actually getting deep right now. You're
Yeah.
forcing me to think about it, and I'm going to give you the honest answer because I don't know how to do anything else. Actually,
Okay.
Yeah, I've never heard you lie.
if my Melee career is any proxy for my commentating, you know what I attribute my downfall to, right?
To being too... going in too much.
Shouldn't have asked him.
Being too electrifying.
No, it's actually the truth is not being electrifying enough. It's Neighborhood P's fault. It is Neighborhood P's fault. This story I've
Whoa.
told many times. Neighborhood
That
P,
is out of left
YouTube
field.
comment monster. I didn't know who he was. All I knew was Vice owns with a 0.
Okay.
On my YouTube videos, every week I would upload a new video, and this guy would be like, "This guy Scar is sick. He's gonna blow up. He's gonna be the best thing of all time." And then one day, I see Vice owns comment on my video. I'm all excited. I know that he's gonna say something sick, and what he says is, "This guy does not know how to play the game. He throws out random moves. He just is mashing on his controller." And I was like, wait a minute. I respected his opinion. And I think that I thought about it too much, and I lost a part of myself. I didn't ask who am I deeply.
You listen
Now,
to the wrong
To the
people?
commentary question, Mott Bob, a man whose taste I
Bob?
trust more than anyone.
Okay. Who is he?
He does the or used to do the commentary highlights of
Oh.
Scar and Toph commentary montage.
Oh, just
all
of
the
you
funny
guys.
shit we would say on
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I blacked out for a minute
Multi-comment
there. I blacked
conditioning.
out for a minute there. So yeah, like I was saying, Mott Bob the God, who everybody knows.
Yeah. Right.
I trust his opinion very much. He told me that I listened to too much feedback and that I reined it in too much.
Okay.
Do I agree? I don't know.
That's some meta feedback.
I would say that
That's
my
very
commentary,
meta feedback.
You know what your
his
problem is?
feedback
Yeah.
to me was literally ignore
listen
all
to it-
feedback.
Okay.
That's literally what he told me. He said stop listening to feedback. But what I would say is if I go back and I listen to my commentary, I do think that, what was the tournament that I feel like we didn't kill it? Big House 5? Big House 5 is just weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was also so whatever. Big House 5 excluded because I was not super thrilled with my performance. I think it's pretty good. I think that I'm approachable. I introduce the new players of the scene. I respect everyone. I tell it like it is. I have some insights. Toph carries me.
I ain't carry shit.
You have some.
I think the
So-
balance we struck. I think the balance we struck is that and I sort of had this thing too going on where it's like, okay, you know, it's really hard to sort of quantify like what counts as good commentary because that's going to mean something different to all sorts of different people. Top players want this thing, new players want this thing, people who don't play at all want this thing.
but right now, all I care about is what HugS wants. All I care about right now is
That's
what
right.
you
Getting on
want.
that top 5, baby. So no, so you're trying to and we would do after every tournament we would do on Reddit. We would have commentary feedback thread for all the big all the commentators that
So-
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, what audience are you trying to reach out to when you talk about me getting charge shotted 7 times in a row by Plup?
See,
Who's
now I
your- who's
actually
your audience?
forgot
Look at
about
this
this.
guy.
This
Look at
probably
this.
influenced the list, actually.
Who's your audience
Good question,
here? Okay,
Hugo.
because we have a Sheik versus
Yes.
Fox match going on
Yes.
at one of the biggest tournaments of all
Yes.
time. And I'm sitting here watching thinking,
Yes.
there's no way he's going to talk about it. There's not even a way
Not
for
even-
him to bring
to
this up.
bring it in. Yeah.
There's no way to bring it in. It's like talking about, like, it's like putting it in your wedding vows. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you do that? You can't. But after watching this commentary, I think
Hugo.
you actually can. You have a talent for it because one way
I
or
do have a
another,
talent for it.
you managed to do it.
If
Yeah.
this show was before my wedding, you know for a fact
Yeah.
that you would have been invited
Yep.
and that I would have referenced that match in my vows in front of my mother, father, family, and friends. That said, This reminds me of when Ladandis. Did you happen to? I know that you're a fan of the show. I see you in the chat sometimes.
Yep.
Did you watch the Ladandis episode at all?
Absolutely not.
You know, Ladandis and I actually had some beef.
You and
Real
Ladandis?
beef.
Yes.
Real beef.
Real beef.
Okay.
Where Ladandis, in a commentary feedback thread, posted, "I dislike Scar's commentary. He is hostile, and in fact, I am less likely to go to a tournament if I know that Scar's going."
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
DM'd him on Reddit, whatever that's called, and I said, "Ladandis, I am so sorry. I
Really?
did not know that I did that. Like, I thought that you complained about Falcon, right? You made this, and there's like a joke, and then I'm like, oh, Ladandis is lame. And then we had like a thing.
Yeah.
We talked about it on
Sometimes
the
you
show.
think there's a thing and you don't.
Yeah, we
And you're
talked
like,
about it
oh
on the
shit,
show,
I'm
and
just a jerk.
And I asked him, like, Ladandis, since the show is where everything comes out, where we show our purest selves, can you tell me how it got so bad between us?
Yeah.
And what he said was, yeah, I complained about Falcon as a character, and your commentary kind of attacked me personally every time, and you didn't really talk about Sheik at all. And I was like, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So now I hear you talking about Plup charge-shotting you very many times in one game, and I'm starting to think the wheels, the gears are moving.
Right.
Now, what I would say is, who am I addressing with that commentary? I'm addressing people who want to get deeper into the scene.
Oh, like
Maybe
you want
they
them to,
want
like,
an entry
do their
point,
research.
and they will go to
Yes.
YouTube, right? It's like
I want to hear
leaving
what he's-
breadcrumbs, really.
Right. I want
It's
to see
like-
what he's talking about. Because
Exactly.
my introduction to this scene has to be a video of HugS getting fucked up. That's how people deserve to be brought into the scene, is what you're saying, right? That's the history they need to know.
No.
Should I
You're
send them
ri-
to your wrong
Look,
commentary?
You're right. You are
As an
right.
intro to...
HugS, Hugo, you're right. Therefore, just as Ladandis and I made peace, let us make peace over this. I will not mention that match again on commentary
Unless here's
it's
where it's
strictly
okay.
relevant.
If I'm playing Plup and he's shooting me again, in
I
a
will
ditto,
mention it.
Then you can mention it.
Yes,
Okay.
I will not mention it other than that. And in fact, when my instinct is to talk about it, I will talk about the Smash documentary and your contributions to the scene, a historian,
A historian.
a top player
ancient-
through the ages. Old school and new school simultaneously. That is the man who sits next to me. He may have lost some sets, but haven't we all?
I've lost a couple. But
Let us break bread and make peace.
okay, I'm okay with that.
Now, on the topic of making peace, your commentary top 5 list.
Does it need adjustments?
Woo!
Let's actually move over to another topic.
Yeah.
Your
Wait. Before that, can I make an announcement?
Yes.
And you know what announcement
I thought that I was word and edgewise. You're trying to get way too many
Because
words.
this is
in.
my
I'm
show.
starting to tune out. I'm starting to stop listening.
Because I'm the special guest
Make
today.
it quick, HugS.
I'm the special
This
guest
is actually a big deal.
It's a big deal.
You can
I think
make
we
your
should. I
announcement,
think
HugS.
we should. Do
Okay.
Blur, give me credit, dude.
Wait, what?
Well, because I'm sharing the stage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's sharing the stage.
I don't
okay,
run
so
the show.
my announcement is that
If people wanted to watch the show because I run everything and just talk the whole time, do you think we would be as successful as we are?
No, it's true.
The reason that the show is so successful is because people like HugS
Can I
have a
announce? You get
to
platform
come in and
to
yeah.
saying,
talk
can I
about
announce?
things. They can
No,
express
it's not a
their
big deal.
viewpoint. They
It's not
can
a
make
big deal, though.
announcements. They can talk about their lives. We ask them interesting questions.
I'll just-
No one is watching the show so that they can listen to me talk over and over.
No.
They're watching for HugS.
Yes.
Therefore, I have a question. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
We have an important
Run
announcement.
it.
My
Run it,
announcement-
Alex. Run it, Alex.
Run it. I've been picked up by Dream Team. I am officially sponsored.
What?
I am off the market. I am
Oh
taken by a
my
beautiful
God.
sponsorship woman in Dream Team. No, but in all reality, I'm very happy.
Yes.
I got to talk to them. This is also a team that has seen my stream, and they still decided to pick me up.
Yes. That's what you need.
Shocking. No, because they are not uptight. They find me. They like my brand. They like my top 20 prowess.
Yes, I'm sure they
They
do.
like
Yes.
my relevancy
Yes.
as of today
Yes.
in the current
Year after
metagame
year.
2016 continued relevancy.
Right.
They like that the people love me. Is that how I do it? Is it?
I just had something in my
I think
throat.
you did it. Okay.
Did he do it?
He did.
I think I might have done it right that time. But I am now sponsored along with Brain Gear and
Brain
Dream
Gear
Team
so good, as we learned.
and my stream. I can now say I'm a full-time smasher, like, safely.
Congratulations.
Let me be one of the first, along with Toph, and the 1,800 people watching to congratulate you,
Thank you.
on your Dream Team sponsorship. I
Thank you.
approve of the fact
Thank
that they've
you.
watched your stream
Yeah.
and that they like you for who you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is anything worse than trying to be someone you're not?
That's a deep question for the topic.
I feel
here.
like we've already talked about this twice.
We need to take that
like
away.
that-
But,
You know, I was
like,
actually
keeps-
thinking about it in the
keeps-
terms of relationships, actually. You
Oh,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
absolutely.
Where I remember when Mango was looking for sponsors, I was his agent.
yeah. I remember you were the one who told EMP if you don't have any money, don't talk to him.
And I
Am I
remember
allowed
someone.
to say that? Is that too low key?
You may.
That's
So
fine.
the funny. Like, can I tell a story about that? At the Evo stage, all right, people were watching when Mango won the first Evo tournament where we came back, 2013.
This is a fact.
Okay, and then people were watching, and in the middle of a celebration, someone puts up a phone to his ear, and he grabs it, and he's talking on the phone, and the whole audience, including myself, are thinking,
It's his
okay,
mom.
this is his mom, or this is Lauren. This is someone very close to him that's congratulating him.
Yes.
yeah.
Fuck no. It was Triforce.
That is a fact.
It was Triforce on the line, hitting him up the moment he won, saying, do you want to be a part of EMP? Hoping that in all the excitement and him hearing his first sponsorship offer, he says yes.
Yeah.
And you
He
know
said
with
yes?
Triforce, that would be a contractual obligation if he said
Oh.
yes on the phone.
I can't
no,
believe
you said it.
yes.
You said it.
You said it,
You're
yeah.
part of this team. No, he didn't say yes. What I'm saying is he was hoping.
I can't
he would
believe
say
that
yes.
you remember this because I actually forgot it. Because I was as high as a person could be on natural drugs of adrenaline.
Uh-huh.
Mango won Evo. What a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful.
It
It
was
What
a
a beautiful
beautiful
day.
day.
He went from losers, beat everybody's ass, exposed some
great.
fools.
was great. And you know what he said to him? And this is what Mango told
What
me.
he
I
said
didn't
to
hear
what?
the conversation. But you
I
know what he
remember
said
what
to
I said.
Triforce? No, what he said to Triforce was, talk to Scar, my agent. And he just let the phone go. He gave it back to the random guy that was in the audience that decided to give him... Like,
Yep.
he planted a guy
Yeah.
to give him this phone.
Yeah,
It was a
EMP.
flip phone, by the way. I think
It
we
was
were
a flip
past
phone.
that.
Yeah.
It was not a touch
nation,
screen.
yeah.
It was a flip phone. Possibly a
And
razor.
you know the phone ended up in my hands.
Oh, did it?
And I spoke with the inimitable,
Mm.
infamous Triforce
Mm.
on the phone on the topic of Mango's sponsorship by
Right.
EMP. And we spoke for a minute, and I remember saying, okay, cool, that sounds awesome. What are the details of the sponsorship? And he said, like EMP is about like connecting players with sponsors and blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah, blah.
One
blah.
unit.
And I
Together.
said, oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So that sounds great. Why don't you send the details to my email address, and we'll talk about it later?
Mm-hmm.
And he did not ask for my email. I hung up, and we never heard from him again.
So you guys caught me. You asked the right questions. You actually asked,
Send
wait,
me the
what are
details."
you offering?
Send me the
And that's where he was
details.
stumped, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
D1.
and he was
D1,
stumped.
D1 saying something in the chat.
It was
Uh,
D1's phone.
It was D1's phone?
There's no way it was D1. Was it D1?
There's no way it was D1.
I actually remember it being, I forget his name. He has dreadlocks. Big Mango Nation fan. A little short.
D-Disciple?
D-Disciple. I remember D-Disciple handing me the phone.
What?
I remember D-Disciple bringing the phone up to Mango. Does that sound familiar?
No, I
Well,
honestly
D1
didn't see
saying
who
it was D1's phone.
Well, anyway, I spoke with the Dark Lord himself, and I fended him off.
No, D1's just in
D1
chat.
is in
right?
chat. Hello, D1.
I don't know what this
Hi, D1.
What's
That
up, man?
sure isn't me. No, he's saying it wasn't him. It wasn't him. I don't remember it being anyone I recognized.
Well, D1's invoking the people.
I mean, I spoke with Triforce. That's all I remember. I actually may have blacked out outside of that conversation.
His plan was we're going to get Mango
That was
as
his
long
plan.
as no one asks us what we could actually offer him.
right. Yeah.
This was the plan.
Yeah.
It's like these meddling kids
Yeah.
in Scar
He would've
and
gotten away
Mango's
with it too,
friends. Yeah, he
dude.
would have gotten away with it.
gotten away with
It
it
would have
too.
been EMP Mango
Wow.
on a team with like Mewtwo King. They wouldn't have had enough money for Armada.
By
You know
the
what I'm saying?
way, before my words are misinterpreted, when I say the Dark Lord, I'm not referring to any attributes of Triforce.
Right.
I am simply referring to the aura.
Right.
That's a
And
good.
right.
Actually,
Force-
a good.
Darth Vader
Force
is a Dark
alignment.
Lord. And
I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone was calling you out. I think now.
No. I thought it in my head though, and if I thought it, then
I
Twitch chat.
saw
is
the
definitely-
Twitch
yeah, yeah.
chat. I read the Twitch chat.
Oh, did they?
As you
Yeah.
know,
So-
literally all of my actions are motivated by
the people.
Right. No. I get it.
Right.
You were so during the summit, you had a very funny impression of Shroomed, a hilarious impression.
You
and
think
then
so?
the whole I
like
have
the
an
worst.
impression of your impression of
Perfect.
Shroom that I do
I actually
all the
haven't
time.
heard it yet. I
This
don't
is
know.
great. I'll do it later. But the chat was just, oh, what the fuck, racist. And it's like, and half the chat was like, no, come on, it's not.
You're right. Right.
It is
right.
literally my impression of Shroomed is literally like
The
someone
best
from
ever.
the dark, from the deep south.
I gotta cover that recovery.
That's actually way better than my impression. Actually,
You
If
gotta
that's
get
an
those edge guards.
Yeah.
This was him on Summit
Yeah,
doing
you-
an impression of Shroom.
Your impression of my impression is better of
Ben.
Shroomed than my impression of Shroomed.
Yeah.
Which is bad
so
news.
again, and for the record, like the funny thing about doing impressions of Shroomed is that yes, but for all accounts, a voice like that should only belong to someone who grew up in the South.
Yeah. That's
But
Southern
Dewan grew up in Northern California.
Yeah.
There is no other human being who grew up in California that has that accent.
And he
It is-
doesn't actually
it is-
speak that way.
He does. No, he does.
Not
speak
like
that.
that.
Way.
Not
I mean, no,
recovery. Like, no, well, he
kind of does, dude.
not okay.
He really kind of does.
All right, never mind. I guess.
Can I make a confession?
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
I've been told
Mm.
in the past
Mm.
that
Mm.
I have good impersonations
Okay.
of people.
Okay.
My confession to you is that I actually don't believe that, and I'm very
Wait,
insecure about my
you have
impressions.
you have one impression. that
People
you
have
No,
told
you
me my
did an
Ken
SFAT one
impression
There's
is
yes,
amazing.
yes.
Your
Your
SFAT told me my
SFAT
SFAT is
impression
really good.
is phenomenal.
People have told me many of my impressions are actually quite
Have
good.
you heard my Topho impression?
Please.
No, it's really shitty. All
Okay,
I do
good.
is put up a picture of Baxter Stockman from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I go, I'm tough.
Can you?
It's
Can I
not
see
very
the picture?
good.
Because I don't know who you're talking about. Actually,
You don't know Baxter Stockman? Bro, does anyone have a picture of Baxter Stockman?
You
And
throw
I-
it up,
let me,
Alex.
let me get
and
it
I
back,
just go,
sir.
"Ah,
Why don't you just tweet it? Tweet it to
I'm
me.
Topho. All right.
I don't have a Mike Ross impersonation. However, I feel like I could just say
You
anything.
just say
that
the people. and then-
Baxter Stockman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's all
Can you
need
tell
to
me,
know.
like, is this from 2015 stuff? Like, because
This is old school.
I am
Old school,
old
right.
school when it comes to TMNT2. The Secret of the Ooze is my shit.
Oh, the movies in theaters.
Yes.
No, this is the cartoon. See that picture where he's wearing the sweater vest?
Let me see it.
The second
Click
picture,
on it.
like in the middle, like you see it?
Wait,
Sweater vest, yeah.
are you serious?
That's the one I put up, and I
You
said,
put-
"Yeah, I'm Topho."
Can you explain?
Why are you laughing though? That's not a good impression.
No, like,
That's-
like.
why are
can
you guys
ex-
laughing?
Can you
That's not a good impression. This is after he talks shit though.
Holy
Like it
shit.
comes to me. I don't know, dude. I don't know how I do it, but it
It
comes.
just comes to you.
Yeah.
I actually really like Hugo's cadence as he speaks. I spoke with Toph before about how to refine my craft. You know, my goal really is to get on HugS86's top 5 commentator list.
Right.
You know,
No,
not,
you keep
not
telling me
quite
this.
there
You keep,
yet.
yeah, you keep telling me this.
Not quite there yet, but
Right.
I'm really working on it, and I was looking to such magnificent people as Stephen Colbert.
No,
Really
Oh.
to get to that next level to get on your top 5
Oh,
list.
that was at Five Gods.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I think he's actually a great inspiration for streamers.
Oh.
To not just be yourself, but kind of make yourself a bit of a character.
Yeah.
I think is good.
Yeah. Also,
You know what I
just the way, literally, like
You
the
have to be
way he
consistent.
talks.
Yeah.
And
The way
that's
he
what I
talks
kind of
is
shared with you is, you know, sometimes he just adds little inflections, and I actually really appreciate HugS' inflections.
I take some of those from
Particularly,
you,
I
to be
actually
honest. a little bit of his inflections,
Yeah.
and a little bit of his mannerisms.
Yeah. I mean, imitation, I think the saying
You know what I'm
goes
saying?
like imitation
I know
is
what you're
the
saying. I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and
sincerest
clear.
form of not putting that person on your top 5 commentators list. I think that's the saying, how the saying goes.
Because you know why? Because I cannot put
I actually
both
really
Scar
like
and Toph
That
in my
you
top 5.
imitate
That's
me, and I'm
weird.
calling you.
It's
It's
like-
actually so hysterical that I am saying, HugS, I like this thing that you do, and he says, yeah, I took it from you.
I took it a little bit from you.
That
yeah,
is,
yeah.
I feel
Or it
exposed
influenced me. Like
because I have admitted on shows before that I'm going to go back and watch this,
Mhm.
and I'm going to fast forward through the things that you say just to listen to me talk. I have an actual problem. I've confessed this before. I
remember my first week at Twitch. I think it was my first week, and we had. We just did an episode of the show, and I come to your desk like the next. No, it was like not even the next morning.
This
it was a couple
true.
days. And you're supposed to be doing work. It's like 11 a.m. or whatever, and you're literally watching the set in which you beat me. And I walk up behind you, and you like turn around, and you just kind of.
It was the set, or was
It was.
So
just-
he
I
didn't-
think
it wasn't a commentary highlight? I thought it was
No,
commentary
it was
highlights.
like the show set where you beat me.
So he didn't own it. He just he tried to hide it.
He did not know I was gonna come up. And
Okay.
Yeah.
He
It's just I was okay. Well, it's fine. It's-
But I feel like he has to own it the same way Blur owned all his screens
Yes.
being off during on the clock. Blur owned it. He just turned around
Blur
like he
owned
was
it.
the dawn of Twitch. Like I don't have to work
Yeah.
at any point during the day.
I think in some ways he is. the
Let me
god of
entertain
Twitch.
you as my guest.
Yeah.
Some very
He
dubious
is
ways.
Twitch. Yeah, he is Twitch. In my eyes.
Ever shins. Just join the barbecue, dude.
Yo, welcome. Is that what it is?
It's
Is that what
lit.
you're just join the
lit.
barbecue?
Join the barbecue, dude.
And
Welcome.
I remember you, Hugo,
Mhm.
graciously gave me the rights to review some content that you created and give my feedback.
Yes.
And I remember you were talking about your set versus me at Pound, and actually I think that I rewound so many times because I just really liked your inflection on, I played this fool, I played him,
I played him.
and I won the first game. I just loved the pauses. They were so dramatic.
Is that
and
what
they
you
were
liked about
actually-
that sentence? Was the
I
pauses?
actually
The
liked
thing
it.
you liked the most was the
Not
pauses.
even kidding. I liked it so much. I played this fool. I played him. And I win the first game.
I know why you like it. It's because I didn't win the first game. That's why you
that's
don't
a
like the
factor.
pauses.
That is a no. I'm being. I told you that when I have a microphone in front of me, honestly, if you take the microphone off, I might lie. I might just say what you want to hear. But when I have a microphone attached to my mouth, I can only tell the truth, and that is the reason why I like that sentence. Not kidding. The pauses were immaculate. I also enjoyed the juxtaposition of me down airing you with 3 socks, and Samus. It's the sound she makes when she dies off the.
Is that this? I only know the top one. I didn't know the bottom one.
Yeah. So I appreciated the juxtaposition, but I really liked the inflection.
Well, thank you. Appreciate
And
it.
you liked the truth of the sentence, which was that he won the first game, and how it really just rang true.
And I felt like my role in that response was not to disagree with anything you said,
But to
just
correct.
to present the facts and let the viewers
No,
decide.
you were actually very honest with even the parts where you ended up losing the whole set.
What did you think about my analysis?
It was fair. It was accurate. It was fair. You're right. You don't lie to the people. I can't
appreciate
think.
that.
I want to be mad that you keep saying that.
Yeah.
But I can't think of a time you actually lied to the people.
And I've actually said that if I do, please kill me.
No, you have not said that.
End your existence.
No, I've said this.
To who?
I'm saying it now if I haven't in the past. I believe I have in the past. If you look through everything I've ever said, maybe
what
I
I
will
just
do that
said.
at some point in the future. Just listen to everything I've ever said. If I lie, just end my life.
Just end your existence. I said the same thing about eating Whole Foods a while ago.
Ooh.
It's a recent point of
Right.
debate.
Have you done that since?
I took it back.
yeah.
I should be dead right now.
I think that's good.
I should
That's
be
good.
dead.
And today
the
there's the whole
people-
box water thing.
The people are saying that as evidence counter to my point that 6 at Genesis
Oh, you're
versus
owning that
5th at
now.
Genesis?
You're owning that now.
is a point where maybe I misled the people or lied. I must actually tell you the truth is that I am sad that I said what I said on stream.
And what did you get at
I was
Genesis?
intoxicated.
Yeah.
I've admitted it, and so
Right.
I've let it go. It's over.
What do
The
you mean let it go,
TOs
though?
look,
What did you?
That
what-
still
what
sounds
did
like
you-
you're not owning,
It
like,
doesn't s- what did you get at
a
Genesis?
rank
One.
or like a place.
Let me own the nuance of what happened.
Oh my
the
God.
tournament organizers, unfortunately,
This is very
in the
this is like-
world.
weird. Hold
This
on,
is
I'm
reminiscent
confused.
of like, hey, try first. So how much are you offering?
Yo, we're offering camaraderie, support,
Integrity,
integrity.
the reads.
No!
Yo.
You're comparing me to Triforce? He didn't pay Mewtwo King for 3 years! That's me
Okay,
now?
you're right. No,
That's-
no, it's fine. It's fine. You're right.
At least I would have sent you a bullshit email saying that I offer you some nonsense.
Okay, no, you're right.
I wouldn't
My
have
bad. No, that was
hung up
fucked
the
up.
phone.
That was fucked up.
I would
That
have
was
written you
fucked
an
up.
email, and it would have explained that in the world of Super Smash Bros. Melee, unfortunately, it is not a democracy. It is an oligarchy where all the power is owned by the tournament organizers.
Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Right there.
Is that where he is?
It's the wrong way. Sorry.
All right.
And
More on hugs.
in a world where the TOs make the rules, unfortunately,
Yeah.
I got 5th. 6th
Get it together, man. Get it together.
Do the
Sixth.
breath. Do the breath.
in the tournament
You gotta
of
breathe.
Genesis
Gotta
1
breathe.
from summer 2009 in Northern California. Now, if the people were actually in charge, if we actually had a democracy, I believe firmly that they would vote and say, we respect that you did a tiebreaker. We respect that money was changed and that Muta King earned more money than Scar. And, for what it's worth, Dark Reign earned more money than HugS. But in a true tournament setting, based on every other tournament we've ever had in this community, we believe that HugS and Dark Reign both got 7th. HugS did not get 8th. And Scar and Muta King both got 5th.
Here's the true test. Okay, all the people out there. Let's say you were the person who got that number 5 next to your name in the Smashboards results, and then you go to work, and your boss says, "How did the tournament go?"
Yeah.
What do they say? Do they say, "I got 6th," or "I tied"? No, they say, "I got 5th." That's what all of them say.
Yeah.
That's what I told everyone at my job.
Yep. I got
Actually, till like about 2014, I'm like, yeah, I peaked at 7th in the world.
Right.
Like, that's all I said, right? I didn't
Seventh.
talk about no 47th
No.
or anything like that.
No.
Right? So I agree that the people would have thought that you were 5th. I think you got 5th.
Thank you, Hugo.
Okay.
And I respect your opinion, and unfortunately, I may have had a few beers when Zoo was here.
I was shocked that you
Things
came out with what
happen
you-
when you drink
Yeah.
a lot of
Yes.
beer.
As right.
Things
Yes.
happen when you drink a lot of beer.
Yes.
Okay, so my friend Blur tried to tell me earlier, I don't understand how people get drunk off of beer. And I said, homie,
You ain't drinking the right beer.
you ain't shaving your legs on stream because you drank, because you didn't drink enough beer.
Yeah.
I drank more than enough beer and I shaved my leg one day. And this sort of thing happens. I do want another one, yeah.
We're in the
Please,
Kill
pub
this one.
club.
Sub pub.
That's what I said. I would love the stout, Blur. And if you want to get on the mic, if you want to kick me off, just let me know.
Blur, I'll have what they're at.
Because honestly, this is about Blur. Everything
It's always
I-
about Blur.
It's not
always
actually-
about
it's
Blur.
not actually about Blur. But I do respect Blur with everything that I have. Now,
Did you see my stream?
I've seen, I would say I've
My
seen
brother-
a total of about...
My brother actually came into my room the next day and asked if I was ashamed of myself. But not in a
that stream.
not
the
in a,
stream.
Yeah, the stream.
I
But
know
not-
about the stream.
not
I did
in
not
the
watch
negative
it.
Not in a
way.
reprimanding.
Yeah, no. It was like a real question. It's like, oh, do you like actually do you feel ashamed of yourself? And I was
Wow.
like, no, I don't. He's like, all right, cool. That's all
And
I
I
care
respect
about.
that.
And then he walked out. Then all he cared about was, do I feel good about myself? And my
Right.
answer, it was a real question. My answer was, yeah, I feel fine.
Real question,
Because
real
Alex
answer.
19 messaged him personally saying, your brother's losing his dignity on stream. And then my brother went in to check on me, and he just let me go, and then he talked
Yeah.
to me the next day.
Good.
He's your younger brother?
Younger brother, yes. Yeah, 2 years younger, 22.
Bobby, I think the stream. Someone was saying, hey, could you, before we just get too far away from the topic, can you do your S-Fan impersonation?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's
sure,
actually
sure,
really funny.
sure. It was great.
But I told you that I have some base fears around my impersonations where I feel
Yeah.
like if it's not... in
It's
the-
hard to ask you to do it.
It's honestly like... And it's really the confidence when I don't think anybody's expecting me to do it, I can do an impersonation really
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But if somebody asks me to do it, then I start getting in my own
Okay,
head.
I told you-
And as a competitor, you probably both know about this, where as soon as you get in your head about, like, am I going to win or am I going to lose,
Yeah.
you're already playing worse.
Of course.
Yep.
Where if you're just on the level of,
Well,
like...
maybe-
If you hear the commentator say, "Is he
Maybe
gonna
I
do
can
this?"
tell you about a funny anecdote from my weekend.
We could just talk about SFAT stories, and then he could just...
Is that you?
I'm just gonna keep it short. I went to one of the various hotel parties at Fanime. It was awesome. It was popping. There was a noise complaint. I was in there like 3 minutes. There was a noise complaint. But I'm walking down the hallway to get to this allegedly poppin' hotel party, and I see like a dead body in the hallway. And I'm like, oh my god! Like there are people that are just dead. And this guy's girlfriend is over him, like nursing him back to life.
Are they dead, Tom?
And I walk up closer to this guy who's just passed out in the middle of this hotel hallway, and it's CLGS Fat.
Just posted up on
Just
the floor.
dead.
Can we leave a sponsor out of this story?
That I actually did not consider that. So that's very funny that you say that.
As a sponsored player myself, I understand.
You would rather someone say HugS or
don't
Hugo
call me Dream
passed
Team
out.
HugS when we're talking about me being passed out anywhere. But go ahead.
That is funny.
So you're talking
Never
about Zach
considered
Cordoni.
Zach Cordoni. Right, a friend of mine.
A friend of yours.
Yeah.
Zach
From,
Cordoni.
San Mateo.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Smart
I messed
dude.
up the camera.
Yeah.
so
Kind of
bad.
just got a little bit
Kind
of
of a proficient Fox player.
proficient.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Above average.
Good player, and he's just, and he looks up at me, and he says,
Nah, Hugo can't me. I'll beat him next time.
What did he say to you?
he said, well, you got to do it. You got to do it.
Toph, is that you?
He's like, it's me, dude. It's gonna be okay, dude.
It's me, dude.
We're gonna get.
Which
through
is
this.
actually, it was funny because you told me this story a couple hours ago, and I just instinctively
You
said
did, yeah,
that,
you did
where
exactly
you were
what-
like, I saw SFAT on the floor, and I just as a joke was like, Toph, is that
Yeah,
you?
like, pretty
and
sure
you
that's
said it
what
at the
he's-
same time that I said it, and I was like, oh my god, he actually said that, but that's
Oh, man.
that was my impression.
There you go.
Your impression is very good.
Thank you, Hugo. I really appreciate that.
It's very good.
You know.
So,
And if that's what it takes, if I really need to take impressions seriously to get on that top 5 list, maybe that's just
maybe
what
that's
I want
right.
to do.
It all comes back
You
to
know
the
what I mean?
original goal.
We all have goals,
Right,
as
you have to
players.
know what you're really working towards.
Some people
Vic-
may have a goal to be
Vic
relevant
Rahman's
today.
a tough guy to beat.
Yeah,
in
and
the
you know what?
commentary game.
But I have my sights set above him. Right,
You know
I'm
what he
targeting Stephen
calls?
Colbert.
You know when I jab people on their shield?
Yeah.
You know what he calls that? He calls that wheelchair pressure. Do you why do you laugh? Do you have jokes like that?
Do I have jokes like that?
Yeah. He calls it wheelchair pressure. Hugo with his wheelchair pressure.
No,
is
I
what
don't.
he says.
I actually don't.
Okay.
Do you want to know why I don't have jokes like that?
Because you're not a mean person.
Here you go. See?
Do you think that's why?
No, I'm not sure. Tell me why.
Because I actually commentate top 8s at major tournaments, and if I say things like that,
It
my
might
Twitter
offend
feed
people in wheelchairs.
actually blows
who are
up
not
with
old.
not
Right.
only offensive remarks from Scar alienating the handicapped from our scene,
Well,
but also with what does wheelchair pressure mean? And I have 7 million tweets that say, what were you talking about?
The millions and
And millions.
millions.
Just saying, at Evo top 8, if I say Tomahawk,
you can't say
that,
Tomahawk during Evo top.
you know that King Funk
Who
is
the
going to come
fuck
out the
is King
woodwork
Funk?
and say
You can't say that? No, I hate
people
that.
do not know what Tomahawk means.
I hate
and
that.
to me, I actually like wheelchair pressure, and I like that because, I feel like. Have you ever learned a new game when you start to learn the terms and the inside jokes? You just feel like you're more a part of it. Yeah, you realize coming into it, there's stuff that's set up. There's already scaffolding, and you're not a part of it. But when you become a part of it, it's like a thing.
It's like a thing you
cool.
own. Like
Yeah.
you're part of the group.
Yeah.
Kind of like being, that's why Mango Nation works. Because
Yes.
you're part of it.
Right.
Yes.
Right? So I agree. I hate that people are getting mad at terms like Tomahawk being used.
I will never stop saying
It's
Tomahawk.
not like we use jargon top to bottom. We use
No,
it once
exactly.
in a while.
Right.
And someone throws in a Tomahawk, get over it.
Get
it's
over
fine.
it.
All right? I think it's totally fine.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, okay?
Go
This
ahead.
is a heated topic. What do you call Fox's forward air? There's one correct answer, and there's a wrong answer. As a commentator,
I mean,
this
my
will
answer
either put
actually
you
has
in
to
my
be
top
wrong.
5, or it'll put you out of my top 5.
I know what my
I can
answer
go
is.
through the
You're
history.
on Evo top 8,
I can-
and Mango wins the set by forward airing Hungry Box off the left. Right?
Don't
Doing
look at
the
and you're
forward
not
air.
Scar. No look at
And
the
you
chat.
have to
no
talk
look at the
about
chat
it.
right
No
now.
look-
No.
I will tell you what I would say.
Okay.
And I will tell you what I know of the terminology surrounding that move, and I'm not looking at the chat.
Okay.
What I would say is, oh my God, Fox trying to fly and inadvertently kicks Jigglypuff off the side. Because I feel like Fox is trying to fly with his kicks.
Okay.
I call it the helicopter,
That's fine.
in my mind.
That's fine.
What I could not say is the Flutter Hush, East Coast terminology started by DJ Nintendo, and I know my audience, you would say that that's the dumbest thing you've ever heard. Therefore, that is the wrong answer. I do not know what the right answer is.
The
because
right answer.
I would say I don't know. I don't
you know the right
necessarily
answer.
know who came up with this.
he would panic Tatsumaki. Yes, flip side.
What the
Clearly
fuck
a
is
fan
Tatsumaki?
of myself.
I would say.
Let me get. What is that?
Panic Tatsumaki.
Are we out of stouts?
What do
Is
you mean
that-
you don't?
Panic
think it's an
Tatsumaki.
IPA.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. take
Because we
this.
need to talk about me.
Go ahead.
Something we haven't had enough time for on the show
Okay.
today.
No. You actually need like your own show. Is what I'm saying.
If only.
Yeah.
If only.
So you
I
get
don't have
your
the
own
time.
time. Yeah.
I don't have the time. I literally need to make a business of sending a sub newsletter every week saying, I'm so sorry that I let you down. Thank you. Panic Tatsumaki has to do with when I was invited on Excellent Adventures by Mike Ross and Gutex.
Mhm.
And I blatantly dropped a combo. Do you know how... So Hugo has actually not played the new 20XX computer.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm playing the 20XX computer and it... I think accidentally is Fox at forward smashes, right? And I'm like, all right, cool, I'm going to punish it. And I try to knee. And it up smashes right after forward smash ends. And I'm like, you're an idiot, computer. What idiot would just up smash in this situation? Basically, I dropped a combo, and I panicked, and I hit a button that was Dragon Punch, and the other person panicked and hit Tatsumaki's air kick, the kick. And I said that I knew that what he would do is Tatsumaki, panic Tatsumaki, and I made a read. And it was a lie.
You were really trying to.
But you didn't have a mic on, right?
It was...
Because you don't lie when you have a mic on.
It was a self-aware Stephen Colbert.
Oh. Oh, so it
If
was,
you watch it,
it
you
was
can tell I was
almost-
poking fun at
Right,
myself.
it was like satire. It was satire.
Yes, it was saying that
Of
I'm
people
good when
who
I knew
lie
that I
on
wasn't.
the mic. Right. Okay.
Yes. If you go back, I will let you make
Interesting.
your own judgment
Uh-huh.
on whether or not I lied or whether or not I created a satire moment.
Okay.
If the people decide that it was a lie, then just get the news.
What do you call it?
Crazy legs.
Yes. That is the only answer. Thank you.
Crazy
So-
legs is good. What's stanky legs?
Stanky leg. It could be a variety of
Mare?
things. I refer to the stanky leg as downward angled forward tilt. That's
With
the
who?
stanky leg. With anyone.
Downward
Downward or dangled.
angled
You know,
forward.
like kick
Yeah,
ones.
yeah,
We-
yeah. I
we
like it.
stanky
I like
leg.
it.
Stanky
Yeah, yeah.
leg.
Yeah, it could
You're
be,
just-
but
Do you know what you call the reverse up smash with Fox?
Bullshit.
No. The Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Okay,
You just
yeah.
call it the Jean-Claude.
okay.
That's when you hit him with the reverse part and they go this way.
I
Perfect.
think Jean-Claude
Jean-Claude.
Van Damme is actually better than the Jean-Claude. My opinion.
You gotta say the Van Damme.
See, that's the thing, because I think about the new players. Not everyone knows.
They're
that
like Jean-Claude. Who is that?
refers
But if
to-
you say Van
maybe it's a
Damme,
character in Street Fighter V.
right? Do you guys
Would you
know
be surprised if I told you, hey man,
Do you know
John
the
Claude's
legend
coming out in Street Fighter V?
of Jean-Claude Van Damme? Do you
Yeah,
know,
I would be a little surprised.
You would.
What if you
yeah.
called it the Bloodsport?
See, but you actually know more than I do. You know more things.
I don't know more movie references, so.
Actually, Nick Allen said something like, fuck man, I forget what it was. It was one of those, what did I say? Can you guys just go on without me for a
Yeah.
minute? I need to sit and think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you heard of the Lazy Boy? That's how I first met Mango. You want to hear about it?
No, yeah, I do want to hear
Do you
about
wanna
this.
know what
I
the
definitely
Lazy
want to
Boy
hear
is?
the story of how HugS first met Mango.
So, Mango met me not while I was playing Samus. I was playing Ganon, and I was playing Friendlies, and I was playing Mike Y. Do you remember Mike
Sorry,
Y from SoCal?
yeah, vaguely. What year was this? This was like,
This was a couple of years ago.
got it.
Right?
Probably like 20,
But where I
2011,
wasn't any less
2011,
relevant.
2012. Yeah.
Where I wasn't
yeah,
any less relevant
Right.
than I am today.
Right.
Right. Okay, so a couple of years ago, right,
Got you.
I'm playing Friendlies with Mike Y, and I'm
Yep.
using Ganondorf,
Mm.
which was very sick. I had a sick Ganon.
Ganon. Yeah.
I had a sick Ganon.
I remember the stories.
Right. And the Lazy Boy is when you run off and you touch the C stick or you press A.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Sure.
Right? You don't touch the joystick, you don't press forward, you don't press you just run off and do it, right? And you killed him,
Yeah.
right? And I was beating Mike Y by running off and doing the up air, right? I invented that. I invented walking off and just doing an aerial. I swear
What
to
area
you,
did you do? Forward air?
that
Up
won
air.
me a lot of matches back in those days.
With
Lazy
your
boy.
St. Gannon.
With Samus or Ganon. Doesn't
Samus, you nair.
matter. Samus I nair.
Sure.
Ganon I up air.
Sure.
Right? And I would start yelling shit like, lazy boy, and then I would start making jokes about it. He ain't going into work today. And I would just keep yelling stupid shit, and Mango found it charming.
Perfect.
Because if you think about the kind of people that Mango would be friends with,
Yeah.
I don't fit into that category.
No.
Accountant HugS does not fit into that category. But yet, for some reason, we're friends.
Yeah.
Because I have a side to me.
Right.
A dark side.
A Norwalk side. You literally.
I have a Norwalk side. And they don't want to admit it, but I do.
Yeah.
I really do. And they don't want to admit it.
Because you literally drink craft beer and use Yelp.
Yes.
You use
They don't
the
like
shit
that.
out of Yelp.
I use the shit out of Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
All
Yes.
I think 7-Eleven hot dogs are stupid. I think Little Caesars fucking
You don't
sucks.
like Chipotle.
I
Pizza,
hate
pizza.
Chipotle. No, I don't hate it. I've grown to like it. Their guacamole is fire.
Okay.
Do you see Crimson Blur messages in the chat?
Hugo is a
do you
Yelp
know,
snob.
do you
Oh,
know
no,
where he's
I've-
typing that from? Sometimes I
You
find
want
it
a mic
funny.
blur? Blur.
Sometimes I find it funny that he's like literally 2 meters away,
Yeah.
and he's sending a message to outer space,
Yeah. Right. And then it's kind of
which is like going back to some server somewhere and like hitting us on the Twitch chat. Like
Yeah.
that's what a world we live in.
yeah. What a fucking crazy.
I don't
world.
remember what Nick Allen said.
Okay. Okay. You thought really
I
hard for a
apologize.
while.
I thought super hard.
That's
I cannot remember it.
That's regrettable.
To the lazy boy comment,
Mhm.
I actually remember telling several Samus mains that the best edge guard in the game
run off
is
there.
hold forward, and when you run off of the side of the stage, press the A button, and then recover.
That
Yeah.
used to be wild.
Yeah.
It used
I
to
actually
be
still
blow your
believe
mind wild. People would actually
that
say,
versus
Whoa,
Falcon.
Whoa.
nice.
You can-
Yeah.
cannot-
Nice.
Nice.
Nice, dude.
No, that was
Whoa.
me. I was not only saying nice, but I was saying after the set, I was like, hey, remember when you ran off and nared? You should do that every single time, because there's no way Falcon can recover.
No, that doesn't work anymore.
Why? Do they go in and they tech?
Tech.
They just do it under me, and we're good. Or they up air as they're recovering to cover the option. It's rare. You got to trap them now. It's different. It's a different time now. You can't be lazy anymore. That's what's up.
So it's not the lazy boy.
You
it's
got to
like
go
the-
into work. You got to
It's
clock
like
in
You gotta
at
clock
work.
earned
in,
it,
yeah.
lazy
You got to
boy.
clock
Yeah.
in at work now. And then people would actually like run off and like fast fall up air, and I'm like, dude, that's not a fucking lazy boy. You fast falled. You're stupid.
Yeah, it's way too
You gotta
try hard.
yeah, no, it's very try. You gotta walk
That's the
off.
try hard.
Yeah.
I would actually like let go, lazy boy.
You know,
and yell it out.
So
Spencer, what are you doing in the chat?
Spencer's in the
Get
chat.
out of here, dude. Are you serious? From Chicago?
You know he's
the
literally
working man.
This is literally in between games of Overwatch. Fucking Spencer.
He's
dude.
definitely playing
He's
Overwatch.
definitely playing Overwatch. Almost, I feel like the drop zone is almost a variant of the lazy boy.
It is. It really is. But
In
don't
its
you
own
have to
way.
fast
Try
fall
hard
it?
version.
So wait, no, you don't have to fast fall it.
Oh no.
You don't have to fast fall it.
But
in
I
fact,
invented that.
in fact,
The funny.
in fact, a very magical moment to me was when S2J at pound 6 defeated Wizrobe, making it in the top 8 by doing from the platform the drop zone variant where you run off and fast fall.
Oh, from
me.
high. So
From
you,
high,
yeah.
so yes, you
So
don't
can
die.
cover. Right.
And then in his ecstaticness jumps up and like has all this pop off energy within him, and he doesn't know what to do with it because he's so excited, and he at the same time wants to shake his opponent's hand or fist bump him, but also pop off. So he does both simultaneously and beats this guy's arm. And then immediately has this look on his face like, oh, oops.
A man who looks
Oh, I
like
remember
he's,
that.
He's-
That was
he's
so
like-
funny.
he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
no,
you're not
he
supposed
rubbed
to do that.
like he actually rubbed
He's
his.
like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
he's
My
like,
bad, dude.
yeah. A man who looks like he's never been punched like that
No,
ever.
no.
Johnny's a character, man. Johnny is quite the character.
He definitely looked shocked. He was like, did I just get assaulted? Like, can I charge?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Can I press
Wizrobe-
charges right
yeah,
now?
Yeah. No, he's 20 GX. They want to press charges.
Like,
they don't.
Yeah, they want to
They,
press
no, no, no.
Outside
20
of my
GX
experience.
presses charges. 20 GX does not try to talk about it. They don't try to settle it in the alley. They
Just
press
like,
charges.
let's just bring
What's
it
the
in.
most efficient way to get a guy to
That is
stop punching
efficient
you?
as fuck, dude.
You take it to the police, and that's what 20 GX does.
So,
No question about it.
I have 2 comments from the chat that I need to highlight. Number 1,
Go ahead.
some gentleman asked me to talk about a man named who went only by El Koma Sutro.
Ooh.
I
El
assume that you
Koma
guys do not
Sutro?
know who El Koma Sutro was.
I
What's
don't.
that a pun of?
Therefore, Oh, the Kama Sutra.
Oh, interesting. Go ahead.
Since neither of you know who this man was, I will fast forward to the next comment, which I forgot.
Perfect.
But it was good. What did you guys? You guys just told a story. Oh, get S2J on the
S2J
show.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Now, Hugo, you know Johnny better than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he told me in 2012 that he modeled his play after me,
Okay.
after telling me that I was an inspiration to him,
Okay.
I still admit that I feel that you know more about S2J than me.
Mm-hmm.
I also see Vish next to me, and I just wanted to point out that Johnny at no point mentioned Vish ever as an inspiration to him. I also feel...
I don't get it.
What just happened?
It's
How
probably
did
a
you
test
join?
alert. I don't
Oh,
know,
okay.
man.
Fuck yeah, dude. Sick. What's up, Toph?
I also feel that I need to mention that I apologize to Vish for actually wanting to murder him at EVO 2015
Vish?
Excuse me?
for asking me... Oh, you don't know the story. You didn't watch
No.
that show.
But we'll continue with this one.
Actually,
until
don't
that
remember.
happens.
Wait, no,
It's
I
got
don't remember
layers
this
on
one.
layers. So
Yeah, go
Vish,
ahead.
Vish right here.
Vish is right here.
I admitted on stream that if I were the emperor of the world, like if I had security guards next to me who would do whatever I want, you've seen movies like that.
Yeah.
I would have asked them, see that man? Kill him right now. I am not kidding. Like, I'm dead serious. I am dead serious. Like, if I were a human being in that time period, I would have murdered him. He would have been dead.
Well, why?
I had pizza.
This is
So,
yelling. Tell the
it's
rest
like
of the
a long
story. You can't just tell that
It's a
part.
long story, and I know some people have watched the show. Hardened Panned Cake C95 said, I already saw that episode, so whatever. But I need to tell HugS so that he's caught up.
Yeah, in the loop.
Basically,
Yeah.
we were at EVO 2015. I was gambling with Mango. I really didn't want to gamble.
I
I'm not
love
good.
2015
I'm
gambling
not
mango.
good at gambling, and Mango's amazing at it. And so I'm out of chips. I'm very frustrated. I actually had like a pile of like, $45 or something like that. It's like very few chips. And I kept saying to the... It was like this moment. Do you know when sometimes too many things are happening and you just kind of freak out? Does that
Yeah.
ever happen to you?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen to you like it happens to Scar.
Was it when I was at the table? Are we talking about blackjack? Okay.
It was blackjack, but I don't think you were at the table. And Toph is
By the
correct.
way, Ben SW is the kind of guy
Crazy.
It also happens to Ben
puts
SW, I think.
insurance on his blackjack bet. But go ahead.
He's a nut job. He's
He's
a next level
Ben
human.
SW.
being.
Ben
no
SW is a nut
man
job.
that I know puts insurance on his fucking blackjack bet.
It is a bad bet.
Okay. Yes.
That's what we call a bad bet. And so, I kept asking the person to cash me out, but I didn't color me up. What do you say? See, I'm new to this whole thing. I'm even asking you.
I don't play blackjack a lot. I play.
It's like when you
Is it
have
hit
chips,
me?
they color you up. Like you
Okay,
say,
yeah.
I want out. I want to
Oh,
cash
okay.
out.
Okay.
And so I'm asking her to cash out. Mango's telling me, you don't have enough chips. Like, you literally are broke. Just take your chips and walk away. And then I get a phone call from this pizza guy, and I go get... And I'm like, I need to leave my chips here. Somebody's going to take my chips, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I go get the pizza. The guy's late, so he's swinging around, blah, blah, blah. I have three... Long story short, I have 3 hot pizzas in my lap. I sit down, and I keep telling this person, color me out. I'm out of here. I want to go up to my room and eat. These pizzas are hot. My legs are starting to get sweaty. I'm starting to sweat from my head to my toe. Vish is sitting right here. And he says to me, Scar, why do you have those pizzas on your lap? And Mango, when he's next to me and tells the story, he knows that I was done. I honestly almost murdered him. I was like, Vish, why the fuck do you think I have these pizzas on my lap? I want to take them up and eat them. Are you... What? That is the dumbest question I have ever heard in my life. Did you even have your brain on when you asked this question? This is all going through my head, so I don't even know what I actually said through my mouth. But that's what I was feeling, and I would have murdered him. So that was all going to culminate in the fact that Vish asked me to be in... He wanted a salty sweet, Vish versus Scar. And to me, it was like...
Wait.
That was the best apology I've ever heard in my life.
I apologize. I apologize. And this culminates in... What was the Dragon Ball Z quote that you relayed to me? Can you share it with the...
Hey, kid. I must admit, you impressed me. Just don't let it get to your head. You are nowhere near my equal.
Yes, which was true in our case. Unfortunately, I wouldn't even have said those words to Vish when he said, let's play a money match in the Salty Suite. And I think if I go back in my Facebook Messenger history, I could probably find what I said to him in the exact words, but it amounted to, Vish, you don't deserve the right to play me in the Salty Suite. You have not accomplished
Part 2
enough.
of the apology.
Separate story.
Thank you, Scar.
Basically, it was you haven't accomplished enough in your career to play me in the Salty Suite. Like, you can play me on a corner setup if you want for $5.
Uh-huh.
But if you want to use my name to get on stream, you got another thing coming. Ask Silent Spectre.
I agree with that sentiment. I don't agree that you get to have that sentiment with Vish.
This is 2012.
All right, you get to have that sentiment.
Thank you.
With Vish, yeah.
Today, I should be asking Vish for a money match.
For his respect.
I will admit
yeah.
it. I should be asking Vish.
Like Ziff. Did you see Hungrybox? He tweeted about Ziff asking me for a money match, and I didn't respond. Like, I'm not going to do that. But.
Can I say one thing, Scar?
Please.
Apex 2012, we had a set. I took a match off.
A match in the set, or you
The
lost?
set. I took a game in the set.
That doesn't count.
Come on, man. He's just talking so
So,
much. Like,
2012,
I
this
can't
is
even
his claim
I can't
to...
even take
You got to take a
Fame.
set, or you got to beat some
This-
other people.
This was 4 years ago.
No, I disagree. He has the right to deny that money match at that point. Just for a match, no.
I guess I'll hold that.
My man Chris Best took a couple matches from me today, dude. You think I'm going to take a salty sweet with my...
Is Chris Best still over there?
Yes.
Is
He
Chris
is,
Best
yeah,
still over there?
yeah. He took
Dude,
a couple matches
you,
off.
But
you know he,
I hope... Go ahead.
You know he messaged me.
To tell you that he beat me in a
He's-
match?
he's
Oh,
like,
you
"Come on,
motherfucker.
man."
I knew he did it. I
You
knew
didn't hear-
he did it. I
You
knew
didn't
he
hear,
did that.
You didn't hear the
You
first
can't lose
meeting.
friendlies to anybody.
can't,
No,
dude.
you can't.
No, you can't.
Ever.
What a world we live in now with social
Oh,
media,
man.
God damn
instant
it.
messaging.
By the way, another funny thing that happened today, when you relayed through Vish that you needed a phone charger. I said, okay, I'll come down to the Smash setup. I work on the 8th floor of Twitch. This is on the 6th floor. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go down there. And you know what? If I'm going down there to visit HugS and Vish, I'm going to bring my controller. I'm going to get some games.
Yeah.
And I've been at work all day. And I get down there and I put my controller down and I get some. In fact, I make a smoothie with Vish. And Nintendo has found his way into the Smash room,
Yeah.
catching wind of what's going on. And I'm like looking for my controller because now I've made my smoothie. I've shared it with Vish, who said he wanted some, and I'm trying to get into the Smash rotation. I'm like, where's my controller? I literally brought it down and set it down, and there are a bunch of stock, basic Smash 4 controllers in the Smash area, which are free for everyone to use.
Community controllers.
Nintendo has found a way to pick my controller up and use my controller to play HugS 86,
Yes.
and so I'm watching.
impressive.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, if only this man, understood tournament etiquette.
Yeah.
You don't just pick up some other
If
Smashers.
he had tournament experience, he would know that you don't pick up another person's controller. You don't do that.
So I waited out the 7-minute Ices versus Samus on Dreamland match.
Sounds really fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up.
And then he gave you back your controller.
No, he
After
didn't. He set
what'd
it down.
you say?
He set it down. I picked it up.
Greased it up with his wobbling hands, is what you said.
It felt fucking
Is that
gross
true?
after
That's
that
what he
shit.
said,
It
yeah.
felt fucking
He's like, I guess I'll let him finish greasing it up with his wobbling hands.
Dude, some people actually have gross hands.
But
That's
you know
a
what?
fact.
If you want someone else to use your controller, it should be a wobbler because they're not gonna wear it out or do anything. They're gonna do fucking this.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe
you know
you're
what I
right.
mean. So
Maybe you're
you gotta cut your losses, dude.
Maybe you're right. I just didn't expect it from, he's been at Twitch like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't have a lot of tournament experience,
Right.
so you can't blame him.
He probably just didn't know any better.
Yeah. It's just something you learn as you stick around in the community.
Yeah.
And learn how to play the game.
Yeah.
So I know that we slightly moved on. I did want
I want to talk. Yeah, SGJ.
make
You
it
mentioned
very
something
clear-
about SGJ.
Yeah.
yes. Regarding Vish, I just wanted to make it super clear that today, in today's world, I should be messaging Vish on Facebook
About
Messenger
challenging
and
him.
saying,
Yeah.
Vish, would you like to play a
Please.
Ditto in the Salty Suite?
Please.
I would be saying, please, Vish, please, because you have accomplished things in the last 3 years. My greatest accomplishment is going 50-50 with Toph
Can
on
I-
this show.
Before you talk about
Sweet.
SGJ, can I tell a story about Vish?
Yes. And I'm actually gonna,
Why are you laughing already?
look in my message history with Vish.
Why are you laughing already?
I'm not going to
Okay.
tell you the messages that Vish sent me when he was horribly drunk. But I am going to look back.
Let me tell this story, please. Okay, so
Wait, is this literally 2014? Did I just scroll up like 12 messages and get to 2014?
Oh man. So
Okay,
look,
so I didn't say anything so mean, but you can, if you read back into 2014 Scar, you can see that what I'm basically saying is what I relayed to you all.
can I read that one message?
Please.
I will not salty sweet money match you, but I'm down to play happy face.
But the
This is Scar
emotion
versus-
behind it
yeah.
was actually far worse, but I didn't say that to him. So I am actually happy that I restrained myself.
Yeah, you kept that a little easy.
So let me tell you where I did not restrain myself. Okay. So at PAX Prime in Seattle, okay, Vish just happened to beat MacD.
Which
Right?
I watched and studied.
That was great. No, it was a really good. It was good.
Fact.
The
Saw it on
next
Reddit.
day, Vish and I were scheduled to play. Okay, and we're at the Twitch party.
I love the smiley faces.
We're at the Twitch party, okay, which was great.
Yep.
And then Vish and I are getting into an exchange of words because we know we play the next day. And he's there with his girlfriend now. Is it fiance? Am I right? Okay. No, I said fiance. Is it fiance? Oh, it's not. Okay, my bad. Oops. All right. So look.
The direction he went in was Beyonce is my like.
Yeah.
Wait, are you telling? Is Beyonce down? Is she interested?
So,
Do you know something I don't?
no. So he's there with his girlfriend,
Yep.
and he says to me, and I quote, "Can I quote this, please?"
I actually don't remember what I said.
Oh,
does
okay.
not
I'll
quote
tell
it.
you. I'll tell
Quote
you
it.
what you said.
Quote
Okay.
it.
He looks at me and he says, "I am going to do to you tomorrow what I'm going to do to her tonight." Hold on. No, this is okay. This is trust me, dude. I run a. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing, dude? Okay. So- look. No, it gets better. It gets better. It gets better. Okay.
Holy
It gets
shit!
better.
It gets better.
Sorry,
Not worse,
I've
like,
known,
in terms of-
I've known Vish for
Uh-huh.
years. I've drank with this
No,
man. I've passed out with this man.
Yeah.
I'm very shocked.
No. She was there, so she found it funny too. She laughed, like she slapped him on the arm.
That is a relief.
It was. No. She was there, so I'm not disappointing anybody. Okay, this is what he said to me, right?
Go ahead. Yeah,
This is what he
yeah.
said to me.
Sure.
And I'm laughing. I'm like, all right, that's fine, whatever. And all right, if you saw the match, I destroyed Vish. I destroyed Vish. It was, you know how like every
Oh
player
my
has that
God.
one highlight that keeps making the
Yeah,
cut every
yep,
single time.
yep.
I have that highlight on
Oh
Vish
no!
at PAX, right? So here's what happens, right? The same day, I go to the restroom and I happen to see Vish there, and he goes to the stall right next to me while we're peeing, right? So I'm like on the stall, and I see him right next to me, and then I look at him, and then I go, "I didn't know you were into that kind of thing."
Oh no!
I didn't know you were into that submissive thing. Does she wear heels? Does she?
No.
I didn't know you were into that. Is what I told him.
Not that there's anything wrong with that,
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
but it is a.
But when he says to me, "I'm going to do to
Comparison-wise,
you
Yes.
what I'm going to do with her tonight," I gotta wonder what happened that night. What went on that night?
This is tough, dude.
That
This is rough, dude.
I'm so
sorry.
confused.
Episode of the Scar and Toph Show.
And you know, Vish will reflect on what he did wrong today. And he'll think to himself, all I did was sit right there. Off of
Yeah,
the
no,
camera.
he, did,
Did I do
really-
anything that wrong?
he really didn't even engage us. He was
No,
just chilling there. And I said, "I got a story about Vish."
We're roasting the fuck out of this. Oh my god, dude. I'm
All right.
sorry, dude. Holy shit.
Literally just looked at him and I said, "I didn't know you were into that kind of thing."
Yes.
What went on last night?
And his mind went to unspeakable things.
No, he cracked up. He's like, "Fuck you, dude," and he was cracking up because he knew exactly what I was talking about. I didn't even have to explain what I was talking about. He knew. Now you remember, right?
Dream Team HugS.
Dream Team Hooks.
Ladies and gentlemen,
ladies and gents.
impressive.
All right.
Now-
I'm gonna be the first player picked up and dropped in the same day. No, but Dream.
Sorry.
I know
Could
Dream
always
Team
be
is
worse. Could always be worse. Could
Yes.
always be infiltration when he got picked up by Razor.
What did he do?
I actually don't know this.
I don't know what he did. What do you do?
Chad, do you guys know? Within the hour, he gets picked up by Razor, and within the hour, he tweets a photo. You know the... Oh, my God. You know the infiltration eating booty?
No,
Joke.
that's a meme. Okay,
That's a meme. Yep.
that's interesting.
There's a meme. If you
Nothing
saw it...
wrong with that.
No, absolutely not. There was
Absolutely not.
a recent tournament in the South. I think it might have been... What was in Florida recently? It was like a big tournament.
Okay.
FGC. Sleepy K and his boys brought a cardboard cutout of infiltration from this tweet that he made.
Okay.
Within an hour of getting picked up by Razor. It's a photo of him bent over this like small child statue. Best Street Fighter player in the world, undefeated in tournament sets in Street Fighter V.
On a booty.
Yeah, on a child statue.
Charles?
Like a child's statue,
Oh,
like a
child.
statue of like a
He's saying it-
child.
Yes, Hugo. He is saying it in a funny way.
I thought Charles was some.
I don't
no.
know
Some
why
animation.
Toph
Yeah,
is
yeah.
insisting on saying child like
Child.
child.
No, he doesn't want to say
He's
it.
just spinning it.
Yeah.
He wants to add a little.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is it could always be worse, and he's doing great with Razor, and they're doing great things.
that is way worse.
So I
is
wish
way
you
worse, yeah.
the best of success in your sponsorship voyage, and I'm sure there are many more great things to come.
Yes.
So
Great
time check.
transition.
9:20.
It is 9:20. I am actually down to just chill forever. Do you have
Okay.
stuff to do?
Uh,
If Sophie is tuned into the stream, she can deal with it.
Oh.
No. You don't understand.
this is not what you
clearly
said. This is
weren't
not what you
here.
said
So,
yesterday,
okay,
by the way.
Last show that we did, Toph and I talked extensively about the tier list. Now, I mentioned at Pocky D's 30th birthday party. Wes was there, T. Wesley Ruddle, a.k.a. Smash
Yeah.
Gizmo, good friend of mine. And we sat with Tafokins, and we were discussing the tier list. We were discussing Falcon. We were discussing Jigglypuff. Tafokins, in his infinite intelligence, would put Falcon at 5th place
In
on the tier list.
So would
above
PP.
Jigglypuff.
So would PP.
And
Apparently.
my reaction, or honest feedback for Tafokins is, you're a fucking idiot. And so, if Sophie's in the chat, she will know that we were discussing the tier list. I was complaining about Captain Falcon. The good people in the chat were calling me out for talking about Falcon and how he's bad for a couple hours, and Sophie said, wow, Bobby is being lame. He's complaining, blah, blah, blah. And my response to Sophie was that I thought that she came into the chat to support me on my own show and give me backup.
Right.
And sometimes I overreact. People overreact.
Really? Never would have said.
But
And so what I said to her was, that when she's in labor, don't look to me for some moral support. Good luck.
because being in labor and maining Falcon
So okay,
are really just
fine,
two sides of the same
fine.
coin. Well,
It
I
was
look
an
at all the I look at all the hacks
overreaction.
tweets. I look at all the hacks tweets, and I'm thinking, gee, maining Falcon must be real hard.
It is. Okay, so I
Labor hard,
overreacted,
yeah.
but point being, Sophie can deal with it. If we sit and talk about important topics with Dream Team HugS.
DTN, dude. DTN.
What's DTN?
Probably.
It's don't tell Neha. It's
That
a meme on my channel.
I don't.
Don't worry about it.
If you'd
Whenever
like to,
you say
we have.
something
So the
kind of
point that
that
I'm trying
might
to
be
make is
offensive,
we have time.
You just
So if you could
you just-
explain that meme, I would
DTN.
I'm interested.
no. It's on my stream. Pretty much whenever you say something that might cross the line, you say DTN.
Don't tell
so
me.
just
Ah.
don't do it.
I see.
So when you compare maining Falcon to giving birth,
Right.
DTN.
I see.
Yeah. That'd be the time to use it.
I see.
Gotcha.
The reason that I bring up how much time we have
Mhm.
is because we have several open threads
True.
that the good people want us to close.
S2J?
One is conspiracy. Two is S2J.
Yeah. Conspiracy.
We spoke about how Mewtwo King, Cactuar, Chewdat, etc. would always split the
Oh,
pot.
collusion. Yeah. We can
Collusion.
talk- Okay. Yeah.
And I would love to know your reaction on the West Coast in a time when our communication largely was
Do you wanna
HugS, I
know-
think you suck.
Do you want to know the dirtiest story of collusion that I've ever been involved in?
Nah, let's move on to the next topic.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I'd rather, I'm okay with not talking about it. but you know how the people are going to feel.
Yeah.
No.
It's your show. You have the floor.
Actually, since it is my show,
I was actually strictly talking to. Oh, okay.
do you think Falcon or HugS is high? Falcon or Puff is higher on the tier list?
HugS is way
I
higher.
heard Falcon or HugS is hot.
I'm sorry.
And then it changed into something
Let's
completely
ignore that.
different.
Morphed.
Let's move forward.
Okay,
Falcon
Falcon
or
or Puff? Puff is better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the story about the dirtiest, filthiest collusion, by the way?
That sounds
So,
Since now I trust your judgment, as an individual.
I'm trying to think if I should name names. Because it's true. I'm not lying.
Sure.
I'm not lying.
Sometimes we talk
and
about
a
this
lot
before.
of SoCal knows. SoCal
You can
knows.
build people up or you can knock them down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's up to you to decide. You have the power.
I'll leave names out of it,
Sure.
I respect
Okay.
that.
but y'all should be smart enough to figure it out.
Sure.
Okay. So, there was a person who was very good in Southern California, and this person was not in California at the time. He was in Japan.
Interesting.
So the one time that this person was in Japan, right? There's tournaments that involve this person,
Sure.
like bi-weekly.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to show up to this next bi-weekly, and I get a message from a family member of this person saying, "Hey, HugS, so this week we're gonna have to take about 50% of the pot for electricity." And then I say, "Wait, hold on."
It's a different era.
Dude,
we
it was
don't
a different
we don't
era.
have free flowing.
Right,
Oh
we
my
don't.
God.
We don't. And then I say, "Wait, but you've never charged for electricity before." And it's kind of weird that when the person who usually defends the tournament is gone,
Right.
I got to get 50% cut for electricity. That's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
It's kind of weird. By the way, what do they usually pay first place at these tournaments?
Well, back in the days, it was like if you got first, you probably got like 150.
No. I mean, what percentage of the pot might first place win?
Oh,
70.
Hypothetically.
We
70,
use
20,
70. Okay.
70, 20,
Wow.
20.
So they're,
We
so they're
use,
taking it.
what
They're
was
taking a
Neil's
hit this
software?
tournament. They're
Neil
taking a
DT.
20% hit
Yes.
if you want to think about it. Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
noble.
Noble.
Because we all use TO, right? Neil
Yeah.
DT software, and they only had two options.
Mhm.
One was 70-30-10, and one was like 60-40, something like that.
Yeah. So it was 70, 20, 10 on this split. And the one time, because there's no chance anyone else could possibly beat me. No, we got to make sure that 50% of the pot, 50%
Remains in the family.
of like a solid, like let's say $300,
Sure.
close to 400.
Sure.
One day of like 6 setups, because it's not like we had 30 back in the days, costs $150. That's just got to go away before I could win any money. And sure enough, that's what happened.
Wow.
Wow.
And interestingly enough, when that person came back, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No more electricity. It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. That's what SoCal had to deal with back in the days until the rest of us took over. So.
Wow. I think I was there the first time it was more recent. It was that person had returned to Smash at this point. I think I was there the first time you beat that player in tournament at an SSS.
Possibly.
I was there, and I remember being very happy about it.
With no electricity being charged.
No,
off
yeah,
the
no.
pot.
Alex Valle, a prominent member of the FGC.
Yeah,
and
he doesn't charge
and a
electricity.
true homie.
Yeah, he doesn't charge electricity at the arcade.
Right.
But anyway, S2J. I want to hear about S2J. You said he
I remember going to Chew Dat bi-weeklies and paying him an electricity fee.
chewed at. He doesn't
I
own
do.
the house.
I understand. I understand all this.
Uh-huh.
I'm just thinking about, how I think you invented the hold down back, right? And jab, where it auto canceled jabs. Was that the HugS? People talked about
No.
it like it was the HugS.
That was the forward. I took that from forward.
Okay, so
With Falco?
for whatever reason, it was misattributed.
I took
To
the
you.
up B out of shield from Captain Jack. But it's way
Impressive.
more effective with Samus, but I took it from him.
Uh,
What character is he? Oh, Bowser?
Doc.
Doc. Okay.
Against As and Sheik.
All right.
And the computer. The computer does it a lot.
but I'm just kind of imagining that Chew heard that Ken maybe someone like that,
Someone
charged
like that.
for electricity and was like, best practice.
No,
Let me
well,
absorb that into
that's
my
a good
training
idea.
structure.
I honestly.
This is
That's
sick.
clever.
Let's do that.
Yep.
Fast forward into the future.
I wouldn't blame
as though
him,
I
by the
didn't
way.
say
I'd blame
that.
the other guy who actually charged me. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, that guy.
People-
Yeah.
People want an S2J on the Scar and Toph Show.
Yeah.
I have a sub goal to fly S2J out to
Okay.
NorCal.
Mhm.
I am excited about this.
There's a story about that guy, by the way.
That guy. That
Okay.
hit,
The guy. I think might be the same guy.
Non-Ken.
Might be the same. Not Ken. No.
No. It's the same.
Let's story about that guy.
Unfortunately, I mentioned my sub newsletter would be I apologize for not streaming because I am busy and an idiot, etc. However, point being, I have a sub goal to fly Johnny out. I don't know what that show would be like. Where I trust you with the headset on. I trusted Daryl with the headset on. Maybe both Samus mains, but at the end of the day, very different shows.
Well, have you seen much of Johnny's stream?
I don't watch any streams. I don't have any time. I don't have any time, Toph. And
I
Hugo,
think-
I don't have any time.
I think it would be fine.
So you're asking me if it would be fine?
I think
That's
it would be
It
fine.
basically
would
my
be
question.
fine, but you got to know how to deal with Johnny.
Yeah, like what are the
Don't
off?
expect Johnny to run the show or bring up his own topics. You
Of
talk to
course.
Johnny, and he's got gold every time he opens his mouth. But you got to talk to
Yes.
Johnny.
Yeah.
You
No,
got to talk to Johnny.
and I know this is true.
He said some of the funniest one-liners I've ever
Yeah.
heard in my life.
So I agree with you. I was talking to maybe it was Taffakins last weekend where I was saying like I'm a little scared. I'm a little intimidated by S2J
Okay.
as a person to interview, and Taffakins I think
What? Tough against what?
I don't know if I want to attack Taffakins or not. You know what I mean? It's always a constant because Taffakins is such a sweet person,
Yeah.
but very attackable. Taffakins said something like, if you ask him a dumb question, a question that he thinks is dumb, he will just shut down.
Mm.
And I think some of the questions that you ask on a show like this is, how are you doing, Johnny?
Don't ask him that.
What do you think about Captain Falcon
I could
versus
answer
Sheik?
for you as
and,
Johnny would
and
answer.
so can I, and I think it's
How
like...
are you doing, Johnny? All right,
Fine.
I guess. Go ahead, ask me the next question. What do you think of Falcon? He's a pretty good character.
Falcon's pretty good.
So you got to know, you got to ask him the hard-hitting questions. So
You have to get the reads.
yeah, you got. That's a good impression. Look.
But if you don't, he sucks dick.
Yeah. And then he'll give you the little smirk because he knows what he said is kind of.
No. Okay, this is the best part of Johnny, I think.
Uh-huh.
Like, sometimes when he gets fucked up by somebody, I was watching him versus Music King and gets fucked up. He can't stop the smile, but he has this same exact personality where it's like, instead of just the standard, like, mean mug, he's
Yeah.
just like,
Just a slight smirk, and and he leans in when he talks. It's so funny. Like, let me give you some Johnny one-liners. Okay, can I give you one of my favorite Johnny
Please.
one-liners?
Please do.
We were in Australia, right? And I had played Johnny's Falcon, and he was talking shit the whole time. And I said, "Money match me, bitch. Let's go."
ooh.
Right? And then we throw down like 10 Australian dollars or whatever the hell it was, 20, and we play in a 3 out of 5. And he ends up beating me, right? And then I leave to go to the bathroom or something. He beats me and I leave. And then Chillin' Dude walks into the room and he goes, he sees everyone in there, but he doesn't see me. And he goes, "Yo, where's Hugo?" And then Johnny walks up to him and he goes into his face and he leans in and he goes, "Rest in peace." And that's all Johnny says. He just leans in and he goes, "Rest in peace." And that's all he says. And Chillin' starts cracking up because he knows what happened. Johnny fucked me up.
Yeah.
That's Johnny in a nutshell. One-liners.
I want to ask you an honest question.
Okay.
And to you as well, Toph, like, having interacted with Johnny.
Yep.
Does he... Sometimes when I say things, I'm like, this is going to be funny. But sometimes it's just like, this is going to be real. Do you think that Johnny, like,
Filters.
says things because they will be funny? Or is it just 100% Johnny?
100.
I honestly don't know the
Ooh,
answer.
that's hard. No. Mango
It's a
and
hard question.
Mango and I have talked about it, and we've actually talked about whether or not Johnny
Does he know
tries to be funny.
that he's funny?
I think he does. I think it's definitely on purpose.
Yeah. I have to agree.
We had a war in Norwalk one time. Okay, and I'm hoping I could talk about this on
Norwalk
stream.
Civil War.
It's a civil war in Norwalk because someone left pubes on the toilet. So,
That's a problem.
okay, so then we were arguing for weeks. I'm not kidding, weeks.
Yeah, of
about who
course.
could have done it, and I was the prime suspect, right? and I was furious.
Just because you're Hugo.
No, just because I'm Hugo.
Yeah, okay.
And I was furious. I'm like, no, it's not me. I don't do that, right? I would have seen it. I would have cleaned up, whatever, right? I would not do that. One day, they end up finding out that Johnny did it. And then they confronted Johnny about it. It was a real intervention. And he goes, no one would have ever suspected me. That was his response. He's like, yeah, I did it. No one ever would have
Mango
guessed.
in the chat. What's up, homie? I
Is-
never
wait,
expected
was
to see
Mango in
Mango in
there?
the chat.
He knows about this civil war, dude.
You'll
this
see
is real.
you'll see Mango with 0 and a pink name.
What did
and
Mango
a-
say?
and a
I
sword.
forgot what he said.
Something like, Hugo was a very safe bet.
Hugo was very
I don't know why it was a
The
safe bet.
smart money was on Hugo.
But Johnny said no one would have ever suspected me, and that's why he went along with. He actually blamed me too.
Nice.
He blamed me too, and he knew. He's like, no one would have ever.
It's like
suspected.
Mafia, dude.
Yeah, I
It's
was
like
about to say,
Mafia
I've
all
seen him
over
in
again,
Mafia.
dude.
It
Holy
was.
shit.
It was, and this is Johnny in a nutshell. This story describes Johnny perfectly. So if you
Honestly,
understand that,
yeah.
you can interview Johnny.
No
I
one
think
would've
like
suspected me.
the art of S2J is the
Pube Mafia, real life Mafia.
the art of S2J is like creating a personality around his one-liners, where it's like
Yep.
he just seems like it's like so hard to tell the line. But I do agree that I think that he knows that he's funny.
Yeah.
No, he knows.
I think that he honestly knows that he's
Did
funny.
you see Reno's video interviewing people at the summit?
Yes.
Ooh.
I won't get into detail, but did you see it?
Yes.
And did
I
you
don't think
hear
I
his
did. No, I
ending
don't think I
line?
did.
It was hilarious.
He's a funny guy.
It was one of
yeah.
the funniest things I've
Yeah.
ever heard in
This
my
is
life.
Johnny.
This is Johnny. I will show you in private.
Johnny.
But
told
Reno
Just to
made a
not
video.
spoil the video.
Yeah, Reno made a video during the summit where he asked top players random questions, and he asked Johnny
Yeah.
a question at the end.
Raptor
And I'll
knows.
just say, the question was, if you had one thing to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be? I won't tell you
the
Johnny's
chat
answer.
knows.
The chat knows.
It's been spoiled.
The chat.
And I'm envisioning in my head,
No.
and it all just makes sense.
Yes.
And it's,
So-
it's in the video?
It's in the video.
Perfect.
So that's Johnny. So tell me he doesn't know he's funny.
Have
He didn't
you-
accidentally say that.
Have you seen a man of such exquisite taste as Hugo Gonzalez has, of course, seen The Prestige?
I've seen it. I
So
didn't like
Christian
that
Bale's
much.
character.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
All right, well,
I
I
thought it
watch
was
it
okay.
again.
It was
Christian
fine.
Bale's character commits to something. It is a spoiler, so I'm not going to reveal it, but
Yeah.
for all of you who have seen that movie, you know the level of commitment of Christian Bale's character, and that, I think, is the magic of Johnny Kim. Where Wolverine, what is his name? Hugh Grant?
Hugh Grant, yes.
Yeah.
That's not right.
No, that's not Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant's a...
Hugh
Hugh
Grant's
Jackman!
He's
Jack-
that
where Hugh
romantic
Jackman-
comedy guy.
I just was like, yeah, Hugh, yeah. That guy's
Where
the
if you
homie.
watch The Prestige,
Super good.
Hugh
Romantic comedy
Jackman
guy,
is
yeah.
definitely Hacks Money.
Yeah.
He is LRA Start Fox. He
Yes.
is picking a top tier.
Of course.
Christian Bale is Axe. He's playing the poor man's Fox, aka
Yeah.
Pikachu, and
Yeah.
makes it look just as good. So
I can see that.
props to all of Axe,
Mm-hmm.
who I compared him to, which is Christian Bale's character on the Prestige, and the third level analogy, because I went that deep, Johnny Kim. There's
Gotcha.
depth to this analogy, and props
Hugh
to all three
Grant.
parties.
Phenomenal. I think one thing I really like about Johnny is when you fist bump him.
Oh,
And
it's
he goes, can you just fist with me? And he's kind of like,
like
It's like tentative, right? And then at some point, it's just like,
Yeah, it's
and,
just-
and his hand is just,
No, he's just a quirky guy.
when did he develop that? Did he
I-
always do that?
He just does a lot of funny. One time,
super funny.
I won't talk about it. We'll talk about it. separately. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mango on one of the shows talked about the way that he plays poker and his
Yeah.
poker face and the way that
It's
he
horrible.
adds chips to the pot. And it's all very consistent with him as a human
person.
being,
Yep.
but very, very
So as soon as
interesting.
you understand him, you can get him on. So I feel that you should get him on the show.
Yeah.
But you got to watch.
And take a little
you
more
got
time
to watch
to
tape.
prepare.
You got to interview his friends.
All right.
You got to understand him as a person to get the
Well, I
most
feel
out
like
of him.
we've already started.
I almost wonder if we should have both Hugo Gonzalez
No, you need-
and
you
SPJ
need
on the show.
Johnny
Me,
needs the spotlight.
Mango.
Oh, you need
Johnny,
we need the whole crew.
Lucky, Alex,
Yeah.
everyone here, Dunk,
Yeah.
and we'll just stand in the back. We won't
Right.
even be on the show. We'll just
Perfect.
give you guys suggestions on how to talk to Johnny.
Perfect.
What do you think about Oscar?
What do you mean? What do I think about him? He's the
I-
homie.
This is a question.
I love Oscar. I think he's got the best laugh in the business. Have you heard him laugh?
Yes.
When he laughs at your joke, it's the most satisfying thing.
It's
in
so
the world.
satisfying.
It's
dude.
so
It's hard.
sad-
Great.
It's
I
hard.
feel
It's
so
hard to
good.
get. You know you
And
earned
he
that
like
shit.
cracks up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And he doesn't give it to you.
No.
He's one of the most critical people on the
Can I give
planet.
you my Oscar laugh?
Yeah. Yeah. When you make him laugh and you hear that, you're like, "Ooh, got him."
That's my
Fucking got
impersonation.
him.
You know,
I love
you know what
Oscar.
that laugh, at least the way you did it, maybe it's just your impersonation of that laugh that reminds me of this, but that reminded me of Taupe's laugh.
Taupe.
Taupe.
Yeah.
Taupe was a
laugh.
madman.
Tobe is great. No, he is also a madman.
Taupe
He-
is a madman.
Yeah.
My best and
He's-
favorite memory of Taupe is Genesis 1, where I placed in top 8. Let's not get deeper than that.
Okay.
And my greatest competition was Silent Spectre.
Uh-huh.
And
This
at
was
the
also
point
my
of
first.
time,
This is my first exposure to Taupe, by the way.
the point in time of this story. Silent Spectre is in loser's bracket.
Mhm.
Taupe lost to Mewtwo King and Sheik Dittos in a corner setup in the most gruesome,
He got fucked up.
destruction.
Okay.
I was actually going to go back to 2009 Scar and say some forbidden words, which I'm glad that I didn't. Thank you
Wrecked.
so much. He got wrecked.
Wrecked, right.
And it was embarrassing on a corner setup. And
Okay.
he played Silent
DTM.
Spectre. And game 1, he beats his ass
Okay.
because Taupe actually was the original, I think. We called it Taupe chasing, the jab reset.
Right.
Like, he was
He was
able
good.
to
He was a
reaction
good
tech
tech
chase
chaser,
and,
yeah.
and jab when you miss a tech. And
Right.
this is 2009. That was like, oh my god, this guy will kill you if you get grabbed. Fast forward 3 months, I beat his ass twice in one tournament. That's cool. I got second place. I also beat Chudat, and no problem. And PPMD, Dr. PP at the time, sidetracked. So I'm sitting
Okay.
at the setup, cheering for my boy Taupe. Taupe at the time, I was the biggest believer in this man. I was like, you are actually amazing. And he's up a game. Silent Spectre picks Brainstar.
Mm-hmm.
This is back in the day when Darkness of Heart, DOH, the Peach Main, had his way and had the lamest of counterpick stages available at any given turn. We look back on those days and frown. And Silent Spectre picked this stage. They both agree to stay the same character, and Jeff gets up and takes his hoodie off.
Okay.
And everybody in NorCal, Peter, the Godfather, with his
Yes.
ring behind everyone, going, oh! And like the whole room erupts.
And I honestly don't know if Silent Spectre even meant it that way.
And I'm sitting next to, and he didn't.
He
You know
didn't,
he
right?
didn't.
He
was
just
a
wanted to
little
take
warm,
off his hoodie,
right?
yeah.
And I'm sitting next to Taupe, and I'm like, "Yo, you know what you have to do, right?" He looks at me. He's like, "Yeah." I'm like debating whether I should do it. You know that he gets up with his T-shirt, and he has the grossest of chest hair.
He's doing it. He's.
And with the grossest and most disgusting body,
It was really gross.
chest hair coming
Just
out.
Unlike what
he
we're seeing
sits
now.
next
No,
to
no,
Silent
not like
Spectre
this
wearing
group.
a
God.
T-shirt,
No.
and he plays out the set on Brinstar
Uh-huh.
with no shirt.
Taupe does.
I was sitting there like the hyenas in Lion King cackling at Taupe's insanity.
Uh-huh. And what, you...
And Taupe won the set, and I outplayed Silent Spectre, and I was happy about it.
Somehow this is still a story about him getting top 5 at Genesis.
Yeah.
Somehow.
You come to just accept these things.
Yeah.
You come to just sort of,
Like new variations on the same
you
story.
have to pick your battles.
His body, much unlike Taupe's.
I debated for a minute whether I would commit to the story or not.
Uh-huh.
Right.
You have
committed.
Hugo, you know,
to. No, yeah.
I've heard about the stream.
These. Yes. You take your shirt off. I shave my leg.
Yes.
When we say we're gonna do something on
And when
stream,
you look at us side by side,
uh-huh.
we're
no
who's
different.
going to the next level.
Maybe you guys
Truly,
aren't so
we're the
dissimilar.
same person.
No,
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like I'm not on your level.
I feel like I've
Can you
gotten-
actually say the DBZ quote? Because I feel like it pertains to this situation.
No, I take it back.
Thank you.
You are my equal, dude. I feel like we both. Oh.
Well, you know, my goal in life is to make the HugS 86 stream top 5 commentator list.
You will.
So-
On my next update, dude. I got you. What's on the laptop?
We don't have time for the laptop.
Are you serious?
We have time. So,
No,
do you need
it's-
to leave?
At some point.
I'll keep going. I had a segue into it.
I want to see the laptop
I was
because I,
gonna
also
say,
do want to drink with NorCal.
Speaking of Vish,
Uh-huh.
you had a spreadsheet on Google Docs detailing the top 10 best-looking smashers.
Yeah, I did.
I noticed that you were number 6 on your own list.
7 or 6?
6.
Okay.
I watched carefully.
Okay.
That's also the stream where I subbed and left immediately. And I noticed that Toph and I, despite, being well considered in this space, were not featured on your list.
In
And
fact,
I would love to know.
There was an official list put up by another panel
Yeah.
a couple months back.
An official list.
I think Vish was on this list. I think that, I know that I was on the list. I think Toph was
The
honorary
unfiltered
mention.
Toph
And
list?
All I'm
Oh.
saying is that I know that neither the two of us were on your list, so I just wanted to hear a little bit more about that. What
Okay.
do you
So
think in
I could
retrospect?
explain. First of all, the
A Truck says sub.
so
It doesn't
the
really have
reason
same
you
effect.
were not on the list, okay, because the original list created by like DOH, Chuck from the Midwest, Housewife.
and Azada.
Right. The original list was very Caucasian centric.
It was. No, it was.
Very
It was.
Caucasian biased.
It was. It was. It absolutely was.
And I feel that we need a little spice.
We need a little ethnic flair.
A little ethnic flair
Mhm.
in the list.
You started your list with Zoo.
I started my list with Zoo,
I appreciate
who
that.
I feel was left out.
Mhm.
I threw in Daryl in there, who
Very good.
shockingly
Yeah, shocking.
was left out. He
Yes.
is an objectively handsome man.
Absolutely.
And I was offended
Absolutely.
that while he was on this show, and I mentioned it, he's like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck. Why do I care?
That's true.
Why do I care about that? What do you want me to say?
Yep.
The fuck up. You're handsome, dude. All right, just say okay.
He is.
Accept it.
Absolutely.
That's it. Just
I
take a
actually
compliment.
felt
Quit trying to
embarrassed.
alpha everyone
Yeah.
24/7. Please,
24 fucking seconds.
Daryl,
Yep.
stop trying to alpha everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, look.
I actually felt a little insecure when he stayed over at my house
Mm-hmm.
one night, and Sophie woke up and I had a good friend staying over as well. It was Daryl and my good friend, and she made some food for both of them, some breakfast.
And
I
she
was
gave
a
him
little
more food, or what?
uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It's
Uh-huh.
like you made breakfast for Daryl.
Ooh.
I need my sleep. I was still in bed. I'm like,
Yeah.
Daryl's
He was already awake.
good-looking guy.
Yep. I've had those experiences with Daryl.
That said,
Yeah,
I think we talked about this one.
it.
We talked about this
talked
one.
about it. And
That
by the way,
said-
Vish is a hero. We'll talk about that.
Vish definitely
Vish
hero.
is definitely a hero.
Look.
There is nothing like a man who knows bro code. And
Yes.
Vish knows
Thank you.
bro code.
Yeah. Vish
Okay.
knows bro code.
Yo, give me that shit, dude. Give me that
Yeah.
shit. Fuck yeah. All right. All right.
Now look, Hugo, you're on my show.
Right.
I hear what you're saying. You're about to justify your whole list.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about your list. I wasn't on your list, and Toph wasn't on your list. And really, all I'm waiting for is for you to address that.
Okay. So I've addressed why you weren't on the list, right? I feel that if I'm going to include a couple Caucasians,
You included no Caucasians in what
No,
you're saying.
I did.
Who did you include?
Ice.
Above me.
Do you know who Boss is from SoCal?
Yes, I saw a long conversation led by one Hugo Gonzalez about who Boss from SoCal is. In fact, my wife was freaked out because I was watching your stream, and it was just this one static image of this white guy who looked somewhat like me.
No.
Nothing?
No.
No.
He is perfection incarnate. He
also
and
no,
all she heard-
No, he is. No.
no.
You're stupid.
Sure.
No.
All my wife heard in the background.
Leonardo da Vinci is like the perfect symmetrical man.
What's this?
The
This is what she
We're
heard.
like- Where like his arms are out.
I was actually in Washington
and there's
this
like
weekend.
measurements of the perfect
Sure.
man.
I
It's
was
him.
actually in Washington this weekend, and me and Salawolf had a lot of different things we could have done kicking into his place. We could catch up or whatever on old times. We decided to tune into HugS 86's stream on Twitch.
Okay.
Because what better thing to do? And I think the sentiment we both shared, which I saw also some people in the chat reflecting the sentiment, was like, he just looked kind of like too put together, like too fake. Almost
Weird.
like, because
That's
you
so
almost
weird.
wait, because you say, you make your top 5 commentator list, and you say that one thing you hate is constructed esports run-of-the-mill commentary. So I'm just going to say that's how, if you could have an esports commentary look on a person, and maybe he looks better if it's not maybe it was a weird static image, I don't know. But I just thought, like, his eyebrows are like preened and like gelled, and his hair, he looks like a
Look at
character
my
from
eyebrows.
Jersey
Tell
Shore.
me that I do my eyebrows.
He
That's
looks-
just wild.
He looked like the situation from Jersey Shore.
No. So that is true in commentary. See you, man.
Ben SW
But when it
actually
comes to
doesn't
who's
like-
attractive, perfect is okay. That is way okay.
I respect it.
But it's like,
Okay.
but it's like perfect, but like sure, but it's not just perfect. It's also like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like they had makeup done for them to be on a theater set or something. It's like a little
There are other
uncanny valley,
manufactured,
Manufactured-
constructed, like artificial.
right? Almost like dolled up to be on a set. No, okay, again. This is just my 2 cents. I had no qualms with your list on a macro level. I thought it was bold and daring that you had some of the choices you had, and I'm not offended being left out.
Do you want to log into your laptop?
Are we gonna do this?
I'm ready.
I actually don't want to stay that much later.
I think it'll
How
take
long is it?
Hugo moments.
Yeah, I'm down to wrap it up after the video, unless it's like a 30-minute video.
Oh my god.
But you're wrong, by the way.
What are we
Very
wrong
wrong.
about?
About
All right, so-
perfect being
To
wrong.
me,
I'm gonna log into my laptop,
Toph
and since
is-
a highlight, a staple of many I'm just not gonna.
so there's, I think through Twitter maybe? Facebook Messenger.
What?
I know, man. I hear you.
This is so dumb.
Yeah, this is dumb. It's gonna be
No,
really
this is
hard for
exactly.
Hugo.
This is someone complaining about someone else using too much makeup
Hugo. Look,
or being too thin.
are you at the you're looking like me right now, where I just struggle with this
Yeah,
shit.
but just do it. Make it happen.
He already has it.
Yes, what?
He's got the link to the thing because he needs to show it on the stream. Am I right?
He sent me something on Messenger.
Probably. Hugo, we thought. Do you want to kill it? You want to go play our
I'm
set?
gonna do it, dude.
Let's just play our set.
Fucking do it, dude. I got it, dude.
Toph's gonna do it.
Oh,
We
that's
thought, basically, we're always trying to level our stream up.
Okay.
We want to create entertainment for the people who watch.
Okay.
You know, we have 2,000 viewers regularly on our
Yeah.
scheduled programming on Monday,
Yes.
and we just want to learn from
Your
the
request
best.
for access has been sent. You'll receive an email if and when the owner of this item approves your request.
You can.
Alex
Are you
Benham,
not
of
the
You gotta hit
owner?
the share button top right. And
No, this is
we
my laptop.
felt
I logged
that
in.
as the master of entertainment, a man who's had several Reddit threads saying that he's the best streamer of all time, that you could give us some pointers into what it takes to be a top streamer on Twitch.
Okay.
And so we studied your VODs, we looked at what you do, and we noticed that something that you do is that you are a Google spreadsheet monster.
Monster.
So what we are attempting to do through the power of the internet is create our own Google spreadsheet, which is representative of HugS 86's top 10 Scar and Toph moments.
Okay.
And once we have edit permissions to the spreadsheet, we would love to see a master at work in filling the spreadsheet out for the 2,264 viewers.
Where I have to name the 10 best Scar and Toph.
I mean, this is basically we're
Not
just
the
taking
no,
notes from
not
you.
the 10 best. Your 10 best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just take us through your normal, every day in SoCal in your apartment.
Dog, do I have access yet?
Of watching
What
your
the
stream.
fuck is this?
So the first part about running a successful
Why don't you
stream
create it? You can create a spreadsheet.
with Google
and you can-
Spreadsheets is to get access to your own spreadsheets.
It's not my own spreadsheet. That's the big problem. Apparently, it was sent to Scar. You can log in if you want into.
We're trying to level up.
These guys weren't ready for me, dude.
Dude, come on.
Let's go get
It's
some
hard.
I am
because-
doing my part. My
Let's go get
laptop's
some-
here.
No,
I have
Dave
logged
is
into
doing-
all of my accounts.
and celebrate my sponsorship. Stakes are on
Dream
me.
Team HugS.
Scar,
Very
take it
happy
away,
for
dude.
you.
Do whatever we need to do.
I am very
I
happy.
did everything
Did
I could.
you mention that?
I've logged into all of my accounts.
Did you messenger the link to? Just messenger the link
To who?
then- to Panda. Not that link.
message?
Your link of your spreadsheet, and then rename it to HugS86 loves Scar and Toph or some shit like that.
I don't think this is gonna
Hugs
work, though.
86, Hugs 92, Heart, Scar and
I think
Toph,
you guys need to
baby.
play your match because I
like
have
that.
only seen like 3 episodes of the Scar and Toph Show.
And you know what? Sometimes when you're on stream, you need to dig deep. You need to look to basically like hidden gems. You need to surface them.
There you go, dude.
Looks like you guys weren't ready for me.
I see Ben SW from Broly for Life. I see the not like this in the chat, and I'm just imagining Ben's face when he was standing right there when I
Yeah.
took my shirt off.
Oh, just a second ago.
Yeah, he felt extremely uncomfortable.
Ben?
Yeah.
I think you guys need to play your match. I don't have 10 moments.
What about 10 best HugS moments from before 2010?
Easy.
Old school Hugs moments.
AKA best old
Best
school
old
HugS
school.
moments.
Historic.
Let's
Hugs
do 5.
moments.
I could do 5.
Let's do 5. I want 5 historic.
Do we have
Hugs
the
moments.
technology to show this? We definitely don't, because that shit is locked.
You guys figure it out, but
You
I will
need to
listen.
add bobbyscar@gmail. God damn it, my email is donezo.
You guys should play your match.
All right, we're gonna play our set. All right, it's over. It was a good idea, though, right?
It was a good idea.
I was actually thinking, like, what would David Letterman do?
Do you want? I know that
Wait,
people
wait.
want to see us play. Huh?
Toph's gone.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I don't have time to practice. I literally don't.
Okay.
Toph's gonna beat me. I'm drunk. How do I gimmick his ass? Seriously, I will listen to whatever you say.
He's
If you
already
have-
back.
Hey, Scar, how'd you
Don't
feel
worry
if
about it.
Vish and Chris Best were using both the bathrooms?
They picked right now. I see Vish
Gimmick him.
looking dumb. Yeah, what's like the?
See, with Sam, is I could just wave dash back a lot. With Falcon,
Maybe I
first
can
of all,
wave
Falcon
back.
loses to Fox. That's a problem to begin with.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I can
Um,
play Marth. But
I
I'll
think he'll beat
probably
your
play
Marth.
worse.
He'll beat your Marth.
Yeah, I think so too.
You're kind of fucked, dude.
Okay,
You gotta just outplay him. Yeah, you're done. So, just go nuts.
I'm gonna
Be
play.
yourself.
I'm gonna play Tron Falcon, and I'm gonna hope that the color scheme of Tron is too dark for Toph to see my character.
Yes, that does work.
Yeah.
Pick a dark stage.
I'm gonna try to get him to. I think Battlefield or FD. I have major problems right now.
Number 1 moment: UCLA 5 win over Callmaster.
Okay.
Okay, the biggest tournament before Brawl ended, or before Brawl started. So we thought that was the last day of Melee. 180 entrants. That was huge back then.
Yeah, that's sick. So since we're not showing your spreadsheet, I don't care about it anymore. But one thing that I did want to say on this stream.
Evo Grand Finals, second.
Toph is-
2007.
Yes, true.
Toph is what?
When he leaves,
What's up?
I have things to talk to you about.
Okay.
The biggest things are like,
Did I come in at a bad
can I
time?
quit my job?
Can you quit your job
Oh.
here?
Can I quit and become a full-time smasher?
No.
Why not? You did it.
Look. What
Can
you
I
should
look up
do
to you?
first- No. Hold on. Let me talk to you. Okay. It's not because.
No, this is
you're-
what I'm saying. I need
It's
to hear
not
this
because you're
counsel.
on Twitch, and it's not because it's important that you work at Twitch. It's because you need to start getting that progress while you're working.
I can't.
And then as soon as you reach that limit,
can't.
as soon as you fully know that you've reached your limit because you're spending too much time at work, then you could consider quitting. I didn't quit my first or second job until I saw my results stagnating. You don't even go to tournaments. So you cannot say you know where you're at.
I don't have time to go to tournaments. I don't have time
You have
to
time to go
go.
to tournaments.
You do.
Are you guys sure?
Do you work on Saturdays?
No, but I do the show on Monday.
Uh-huh.
I have a commitment with my good friend Ben SW to do a show on what day is it?
Saturdays?
Thursday?
Sundays?
We do like
Because
a
tournaments
Thursday
happen
show.
on Saturdays and Sundays.
I feel like
As far as I know.
EMP Triforce is asking Mango.
Wednesday is the only day that I go home
Uh-huh.
and spend time with my wife.
Okay. None of this sounds like Saturday or Sunday, though.
If I care about my marriage,
Mhm.
and Wednesday's
you
the only
should,
day
yeah.
that I go home and
Uh-huh.
spend time with my wife, and Saturday I'm going to a tournament,
Mhm.
what do you think she would say? Just out of curiosity.
Well, you spend time with her Wednesday,
Yes.
and Saturday, you go to a tournament.
Yeah.
Take her with you.
What if she despises loud noises and groups of people standing closely together?
Then what are you going to do when you don't have a job? You're still going to let her despise groups?
I will practice 8 hours a day, and then I say half of that volume, Panda.
I don't think you're
I'll
ready.
practice
No.
8 hours a day.
You need to
and
keep your
then-
job. If you're not at least testing the waters while working, then it would be a bad move.
Look, here's what I'm telling you, Hugo. I think
Or
we're
have a child and then take like a leave, and then dedicate all that leave to Super Smash.
Do you know I
Brothers
get
Melee.
like hella paternity leave? I like hella could.
Then hella get a baby.
I'm thinking
And
like
hella
maybe
go
the
to
baby
tournaments.
is just an excuse for me to practice melee.
Yeah. If there's
Advice from HugS. Dream Team Hugo.
says, get a baby, get good at Smash.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So that's my advice.
All right, that sounds good.
Number 3, greatest HugS moment of all time.
A lot of your lists of like here's a step-by-step process to get really good at something. A lot of them start with a really just very lofty goal. You've got get relevant at Smash and have a fucking baby. So if you're trying to take instructions from like a pro smasher on,
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
well, I think Scar hit step 1
But
up.
look, I'm giving him other advice, more reasonable, and he keeps countering it. He's like, my wife doesn't like this. I'm a busy man. I got to stream with Ben SW. What am I going to say to counter all that?
Ben might be in the chat.
No, I know, but that's what he's saying. He's giving me all these excuses lined up, so the last one is, what can he not counter?
Yeah.
Have a baby.
Have a baby. You can't. Right. He can't counter it.
No.
Anymore.
No.
It's been done. He's already started on that path. He's already walking that.
You mean he's having sex?
I mean, his wife is pregnant. What? I think this is common knowledge at this point.
Is it common knowledge? I didn't know
It is.
this.
No, it's absolutely common knowledge. It is
Okay,
absolutely
good.
common knowledge. It is absolutely common knowledge.
This is
No,
coming
it
from
is.
a
No,
guy-
it is. No, it is common
This is
knowledge.
coming from a guy who told like
Yes,
his
I know.
virginity story on stream.
I know.
And I am shocked by what you just told me. I am
Scar has
shocked.
tweeted. Scar has tweeted that he's having a baby. It's
Okay.
Not, it's not.
All right. Good. Okay.
And we talked about Sophie being potentially in labor and comparing it to Manning Falcon earlier.
Okay. So,
So there was a reason for that. It wasn't just hypothetical.
It's baby tech.
Yes.
MBC.
No, the baby hysterics. Oh no,
NBC.
the chat. How does the chat latch on to things like that?
What did they say?
They're saying baby Daryl.
Baby tech.
That's like really fucked up. That's like super duper.
That's pretty meta.
That's,
That's pretty meta. They,
that's
wow.
it's like arguably the most fucked up thing that happened tonight. Okay. All right, guys.
Oh man.
Woo.
Wait, why am I still filling this out?
Yeah, see, I was like, why are you still
I'm
on my
just
left?
stop.
You do whatever. You just.
You want to get fucked up?
Yeah. Hit me. Yeah, let's go, dude. Partake. I think he's taking a shit. Okay.
All right. You want to get fucked up or you want to get rocked?
Hey. I think he's coming
You want to
back.
get
He's coming
fucked
back.
up
Yeah,
or you
no,
wanna get rocked?
I'll
Which
sheik
one?
to you right the fuck now.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. I kind of want to sheik to you now. Ow. That's my toe. Here you go, dude. Oh my God! Here you go.
So, thank you, Toph.
Yeah.
You know, as I was in the restroom,
Yep.
I was thinking about the fact that,
Hit me.
you know, basically everything comes back to our goals.
Mm.
And my goal, as you know, after the show, is to be on the top 5 HugS 86
Yeah.
commentator tier list,
Yeah.
Right.
or best of commentators list. I realized that we have basically 3 of the top 5 in the room right now. One of them being the Crimson Blur, who may or may not be number 1. So while this set is played out, why should we waste a headset on me, who's debatably an honorable mention?
Oh, I see
when
what
we
you're
could,
saying.
in fact, have.
And in
like,
fact, let's just have 2 of the.
number 1.
What was it? How did
Two.
how did the list go? In fact, it was 1 was Blur, 2 Webs, 3.
3 was you.
Oh,
4 was Vish, and 5.
well, I want to give Vish
Ramen.
a chance to rise up in the ranks.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I think
So-
maybe Vish
Let's
is
go,
right, but
let's
I
go,
also
let's
think
go, let's
that
go.
HugS. Okay,
I need to go to the restroom. So
definitely we need Blur because he's literally number 1 on the tier list. So let's do it. We're gonna have 2 of the top 5. Vish is saying no. You can't go to the bathroom then.
You got to stay for this. You
You
can't
gotta
just
tell.
go to
You have to guilt trip Vish. No, you're not gonna do it.
3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5.
You have to commentate it, dude. Number 1 commentator in the world according to HugS 86, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely.
we really did actually.
You ready, dude?
We have good chemistry.
Vish, can you hop on?
So I will commentate this.
Can you? I want to hear. I think the people need to hear.
Are you gonna do it? All right, he's gonna do it.
Just remember to nuke the VODs. That's all I ask.
This won't make the light of day, right?
No. This
All
is
right.
all. This is all just for the 2,000 watching right now, and only the 2,000. Bobby, why'd you play his color? You can't even see his character.
That's the point. That's
serious?
actually the point.
That's grimy.
That was actually part of the strategy.
It's really.
Yeah, yeah.
It's viable, dude. It's viable.
I played against this Tron Falcon.
Not when
once.
he's missing L cancel
Now,
those,
and-
because then he turns red. So
Well, I mean, he doesn't know where he is. How's he supposed to L cancel if he doesn't even know where he is? Oh my god. I didn't even give you guys that many drinks. I felt like me
Dude, yeah.
going back and forth and getting drinks. Maybe it's all my fault.
Blur,
Maybe I'm not being introspective enough.
we're partially to blame.
Yes.
If this VOD gets nuked, it's on us.
I just don't want to look in the future. You know, Scar out in the streets, cutting unemployment checks. I have to look at the people's child in the face and say,
You can blame it on me.
it's all on me. I brought too many drinks.
They're not really gonna nuke this, are they?
No, we're good. Fine.
No.
We're all right.
This is like PG.
Yeah, no, we're all right.
PG-13
13
during
at
some of the
best.
stories.
Now, you might not be on Dream Team tomorrow, but
No.
Is that
I
what
don't know.
Is that what passed off for
They just-
PG-13 here?
I just got message saying welcome to the team.
did you?
So-
Just right now? Well, they're clearly not watching the show.
No, they're watching. They love me. Dude.
Oh man.
Which
Dream
is more.
Team, by the way,
Need me to take over, dude? Can
Yo.
I get a redemption? Do we get a celebrity? What do you call it?
Celebrity
Celebrity
shot?
shot,
Celebrity
yeah.
shot.
Can Scar get a celebrity
can you
shot?
get a phone a friend? But in
Yeah.
this case, it's not phone a friend. It's hand
It's
the controller to a
phone
friend.
A top 20 melee god. Phone a top 20 melee god. Can you get that,
Hey.
Toph? Yeah. Get phone a top 20 random memer who's gonna randomly meme you and beat you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can you meme with Falcon?
Toph said he is down.
No.
In the, I don't know if the stream heard that, but
Huh? Let's see comeback time.
Ooh.
I think you need to look at the screen, Scar. I think you need to call
It's,
your Uber right now and get him to start coming right now. Get your Uber pool.
Speaking of
Get
Uber,
home.
Toph has the Chudat Uber code that we can use right now.
I bet you I know
oh my
what
god,
it is.
Chu has an Uber
Take
code.
a
Chu has
wild-
the Uber code.
Take a wild guess
amazing.
what he named it.
Oh
Take a
man.
wild fucking guess.
Is it-
Chu Dats
He
with
would
a
be
Z?
the kind of guy that would name it Yeahs and do like 8 Z's so no one could actually ever spell it out.
Oh.
You know Zoo's actual Twitch channel was Zoo with a bunch of U's.
That's a very bad idea.
And then Gimmer immediately responded saying, "Why the fuck is that your Twitch channel?"
My
And then he changed it.
my childhood email for like the first 10 years was like the Crimson Blur with 4 R's.
But R's not
Wouldn't
that
know
bad. I
better.
feel like
Because
U and
I
zero.
felt like it was more blurry if I had more R's. You know?
Did you do the celebrity shot? No? All right, no, all right.
didn't even need it.
Scar's in. He's in it to win it. Is it a 3
Got
out
it.
of 5 or 2 out of 3? Okay.
Ooh.
how Toph just is doing wave shines out of shield? This is
What'd you bring him, dude?
Yeah, what
You
the
bring him
hell?
some coffee? What'd you get him?
Meanwhile, Scar over here.
Toph has been conditioning himself over the weekend
He's doing
for
Falcon-
this drinking, okay? I know.
He's doing fouling punches in the corner.
Dude, he's been.
It's,
We were at Fanime.
there.
This is nothing. This is a walk in the park right now. 2 beers.
This is. what am I watching right now?
Ooh, that was a nice
All
crouch.
right, good crouch cancel.
No. Oops.
All
Yeah.
right. L cancel percentage on like 50% right now.
He's trying to see himself on the stage. So he
Exactly,
misses
the
L
red. He's
cancels,
got to get
yeah.
red all the time.
Hugo, let me ask you.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's a nun.
Do you think he will do better if he took a brain gear right now?
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, you don't
Brain
have-
gear promotes
Brain gear-
focus,
brain
clarity,
gear-
and memory.
Oh.
No
And-
matter how drunk you are.
And he kind of needs the clarity right now.
Yeah, and you could actually use code HugS86 for a 5% discount.
Wow,
on
that's
crazy.
amazing that you didn't do
At
it to
brain
troll
gear.
him.
Guys,
.gg.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Well, shoot.
And you can find me at Dream Team GG on Twitter. So I'll talk about it there. You can check it out.
we should have never gone esports, dude.
Oh, man.
I should have. Dude. I'm the biggest sellout in the game. There's no question about it.
Oh my god. I thought the Falcon Punch actually had a chance of landing too. That one was a little scary.
Yeah.
Oh. See, but the smart thing that Scar did, if you notice on his counter pick, is he repicked Battlefield with the
Yes.
Tron Falcon.
That's true.
That's it's really intelligent. It's high level play.
I think FD might be a stronger counter pick if you're using that.
Oh, did you notice he did the bicycle kicks? He did the flutter hush.
No.
Phone a friend, dude.
The crazy.
I don't know. I like flutter hush. I'm a flutter hush guy.
Dude.
I really don't like Flutter
I
Hush.
think flutter hush is hilarious. I don't know what it means. That's why I like it.
I don't know what it means at all.
That's why I like it.
Stupid. It sounds like something.
What does
Sakurai-
tomahawk mean?
Sounds
Tomahawk
like-
is an old Indian weapon.
It sounds like Sakurai
Yeah.
would call it a flutter hush. That's why I hate it.
Native American.
I know
weapon, I
you.
should say. It's not.
I know
Indian.
you rub elbows with Sakurai, Blur. Right?
I do rub elbows
I've
with
seen the
Sakurai.
pictures. I don't. I don't fucks with Sakurai, right? He's
Dang.
been holding my life by the balls for fucking years. I'm tired of that shit. And then you say
Your life is literally because of Sakurai.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
That's
So
the
you
same
know
thing
what?
you could say about an abusive father.
Whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
after-
whoa!
What? No.
0 to 100.
After a
No,
certain
no.
amount of time, you got to say, look, I know I'm born because of you, but you got to fucking be a good father now.
I think
And that's what I say about Sakurai.
I think
Look,
Sakurai's like
bro.
the dad that doesn't pay attention, not the abusive one.
No,
He
he's
just-
abusive.
He gave you the best
He
gift
is
that he
abusive.
could give you.
Yeah,
No.
the gift of life.
That's what an abusive father also gave you. I'm sorry, but no.
Oh,
All right, at a certain point, you got to care about your children. You got to feed them. He's not feeding me.
Jeez.
He's not giving me food. He's giving me shitty movement in sequel games. He's getting rid of dash dancing. He's throwing in tripping. Hold on, Scar. I'm ranting. He is.
best tech I've ever seen in my life.
They're saying, "What the fuck that text?" I
This
believe.
is the best tech I've ever seen in my life.
I didn't see the tech.
Wait. So no, I don't agree, Blur.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like making eye contact with Hugo during his rant, and I didn't see anything.
I'd like to know that the Tron Falcon's actually more like this doesn't work here. I can totally tell where Falcon is right
Yeah, this is a strong counter pick from Toph.
now. Well,
You can
Toph,
see everything.
did
Do you
Scar win
remember
last
when
match?
Scar won the
Sakurai?
last match with
Oh
that
my
amazing
God.
tech.
Do you remember when Sakurai said he regretted like how he worked on Melee? That's like your father saying, "I regret ever having you."
Oh,
Should've
man,
had an abortion.
should've-
That's
of
deep.
course.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
He
where
looked
it's
at you
going.
in the eyes. Sakurai looked at me in the eyes and he says, "I shouldn't have ever had you."
Jeez. This is dark.
It's very dark,
This is so dark.
but that's how I feel.
Preach, man. Let him know.
No, I strongly disagree.
You let him know.
Look, I'm not the type of person to get starstruck. You know, only time I've ever been that way is meeting Sakurai, because I was like, I literally realized at that moment that this
That your father actually paid attention to you.
Wow, you visited your
it's
father
like I
for the first
met
time. Oh my god.
visited my father for
Bobby.
once.
Yeah, no, I'm not down with that, dude.
I'm
What are we nuking? I don't know what we're nuking.
Nuking the VOD.
we're nuking the
Why?
VOD.
This cannot see the
Why?
light of day. Too much has been revealed that can't be unrevealed.
Oh, he's gonna screw over Melee now. Is that what's gonna happen? He's gonna screw us over. Is that it? Okay. Oh
gonna-
no! Better
gonna
watch
come in-
out, dude.
is he-
How are we ever going to deal with
Yo.
that? That's crazy.
I thought this dude said he doesn't practice.
Oh my God, Bobby.
Yeah, seriously. What's going on?
That was no. That was don't cover. Be proud of that.
God forbid he holds back Melee, dude. Oh no, we're fucked.
It's kind of like when like a rapper does really well and he has like an abusive father, and then the father comes back. He's like, "Hey, remember me?
Oh, yeah, hey.
hey,
Yo.
what's good? Remember when I gave birth to you? Where's my money?"
Oh
Yo,
my
let's-
God,
oh
that
my
was
God.
amazing, Bobby.
Shit.
Once again. Well deserved. See, I don't think there's anything abusive about giving us the greatest game of all time, and then making the best decision he could have made for us, which is not changing a damn thing the whole time.
Is
Yeah, but that's an act.
It worked out, didn't it? We're
That's
stronger.
That's like your dad saying, I fed you.
No.
that's I don't know.
I
if
gave you a
quite the
bed to
analogy.
sleep in. Who paid for this house? That's what you're saying right now. Who paid for this house? You have a roof over your
Look, here's how I would say it: is that
head. But where
our-
is my graduate? Why
he-
didn't you go to my
he's
graduation?
our biological father.
Why didn't you let me go to prom?
Realize that he either did not or will not necessarily take care of us, so he gave us to a foster home, and we got very loving parents.
Yeah, but the foster home there was no foster home. What was the foster home in this analogy?
Well, I guess we were kind of our own parents for a while.
We raised ourselves at 12.
We went on the streets and we raised ourselves.
and
Cooking
we're now
Robin.
15
And we
years
come back
old.
strong.
We're realizing what's going
We
on.
got raised with the wolves, dude,
Yeah,
and we came back, and now we're Tarzan, and Daddy's trying to come back.
just raised with
Well,
the
he's
wolves.
not.
Now we're Tarzan. Why
Did
didn't
you
we
see-
continue the analogy?
Did you see the latest episodes of Game of Thrones? The
Yeah,
latest
that's
episode?
amazing.
Where his dad just
Whoa.
talks shit on Sam.
Dude, can I just say that Melisandre being old as hell, definitely, I don't know why they did that.
What do you mean?
It kind
Was
of
that not part of the book?
Oh,
That's not.
that took
accurate?
away from what?
took away from my...
You're saying old women can't be beautiful?
No, I'm just
Jeez,
saying
What are you
that...
saying? DTN. Don't say it.
Social justice warrior Hugo
Yeah.
right
No,
now.
I'm just-
Jesus.
It kind of messed up my mental of how
By
I
the way,
view
you're,
the characters.
you're spoiling the chat, dude.
Oh right. All right. My B.
I didn't spoil anything. A dad was mean to a child. Shut up. That's not a spoiler. That's Sakurai every day to you. Every single day. No, nuke the VODs, dude. I don't want
Yeah.
Sakurai to fuck us over as a community. God forbid. Heaven forbid. Come on,
Oh man.
get the hell out of here.
It's a good game. That was a
That-
good game of Melee.
What is the score? I've been like.
That's
I-
3-1.
No, it's not. It's 2-2. I think. Right? It's 2-2.
It's
Oh, is it
2-2?
really?
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
Vish is paying
shit.
attention.
No, I was looking at Hugo
Do you need? You could call me in right now, Scar. You could phone a friend right now.
for one stock.
Or yeah,
Don't do
either
FD,
of you
Toph.
guys could do it.
Toph, the fans say no FD, no fountain.
I think right now it's 100-0 you.
Yeah, I could win for either team.
No, I think Toph is 4-6 you. I think he'll win 4 out of 10. I'll win 0.
Oh, okay. So if you pick me, yeah. All right.
Oh my god.
Should pick green, homie. Camo.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Green is definitely the color.
I don't think I've said enough how much I hate this Falcon skin.
Why?
That's not bad.
Are you stomping or you Aaron? I don't know. You want me to switch? No.
Toph is expressing his dissatisfaction with it too.
Uh-oh.
He's quite frustrated that you cannot see this character. It's like playing Invisible Melee. If any of you guys play Invisible Melee, you realize it's probably the worst of the special modes.
It's kind of like if your abusive
It's
dad
just-
knocked you blind, and then you have to play a match, right? It's just like that.
You can say that, but thankfully, that would be an inappropriate analogy. So we wouldn't say that.
Well, all right then. I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Oh man. Best motive of the special mode, slow melee. The real fans know.
Slow melee?
Slow melee is
Slow
the
melee.
shit, dude.
Why?
Slow melee is so much fun. It's so much fun.
I haven't played a special mode since like
For
2004.
dude, you should go back, dude.
It's just
They're-
whack, dude. I don't do
They're
that
so good. They're so good. You know why slow melee is good for people who
No.
have old man reaction times like you and me, Hugo.
No.
You know,
That
we're
shit is
well
whack.
past our primes. Slow melee hits the sweet spot. Reacting to everything, perfect.
No. The best
Like,
melee.
Perfect. Aatrox saying, remember my tech chase. Matter of fact, Aatrox, I remember that even in slow melee, you cannot reaction tech chase.
You cannot?
He couldn't reaction tech chase in slow melee. He was getting tech and play shined in slow melee. I was like, how is that possible?
Hey, you show respect. Do you know what he played
I
at
didn't-
PAX South?
I didn't know that was possible. I didn't
Hold
know.
on. We got the last stop. We got game stock right
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
god. Can we replace this game with a game 5 on slow melee? Because, real talk.
Slow melee is the college that Sakurai wanted you to go to as your father.
He
And
wa-
you didn't want to go there.
So it's like community college.
Yeah, he's just forcing you to go there.
Why would he force you to do that?
Why
That's
I don't
really
want
a-
slow melee. I want a balanced cast, Sakurai. Give me a fucking
Are you
balanced
trying
cast.
to imply that slow melee is in any way inferior to regular melee?
Yes, absolutely.
Slow melee is fucking fantastic. You just haven't played it enough. You haven't played slow melee.
Sakurai, can I just get a Pokemon Stadium that isn't fucked up? I don't want slow melee. I don't want fast melee. I don't want tiny melee.
What about invisible melee?
I don't want that shit, dude. I want a balanced cast.
You know who's in playing?
Sakurai, listen to your children.
You know who's playing invisible melee right now?
Who?
Toph.
That's true, he is.
Oh my god.
Couldn't do it, man.
Can we play one game of slow melee for the fans,
No,
please?
I'm out.
No,
I'm gonna go to the
there's
restroom.
no fan of slow melee.
Yes,
it's literally
I am
you.
one
It's
right now.
Just you.
Is that not enough, dude? I want to watch some slow melee right now.
Oh
God.
gosh.
They're talking about some bullshit, Toph. They're literally talking about nonsense. This is like Blur level discourse.
Excuse me, number one commentator, Blur, according to Hugo.
I mean, I would love, after you use the restroom, I would love to hear if you had to pull up a Google spreadsheet, there were 3 commentators, Hugo, Vish, Crimson Blur. I would love to hear how you would rank the performances of the 3. Yeah, during that set.
I think
Because
everyone
now
loved
you've
it.
had first-hand experience, and you've also had
Make a
first-hand
comment-
experience
Oh, God,
with
you
me
can't
and
put-
Toph
make a-
on the show. And
Oh
you
my
can
God.
Make a
you can
commentary
stack
feedback
rank
thread.
the 4 of us.
Is
You
that
have 4 commentators in your presence. HugS is going to go to the
Hugs is
restroom.
he's going to go to sleep in the restroom.
His
I think
Twitter
he said.
followers are going to pressure him into stack ranking the 4 of us. You know, I think Blur, if I were on the commentary feedback thread, if I was throwaway 577 on Reddit, I would say, Crimson Blur didn't focus enough on the match and really should have talked more about that amazing tech by Toph. Like, there are legitimate examples I can point to where he missed important things in the match because he
Throw
was
away
talking about slow
577.
melee.
So you're telling me you've done
You know what I mean?
576 already?
He was talking about slow melee, and he really missed some things. He should really pay more attention to the match. That's my feedback as Reddit throwaway 752.
You know how, like, in some matches, like, I know you do this for, like, pools matches in
That was
Smash.
actually the best tech, Toph, that I've ever seen in my life.
We have to go back- we have to go back and
Sometimes.
watch
Do you
the
remember
tech.
what
Sometimes
happened on that
it's
tech?
more
Was it up tilt?
entertaining
Was it up tilt?
to talk
I
about
think
slow
I
melee.
think actually it was after I up tilted you, and it didn't kill you, and so you up beat, and I need you. You were at 110 on like
Oh,
Yoshi's.
and I tech the
and I
platform.
need you,
Fuck yeah, dude.
and you take the like 110 Fox getting need after his upbeat.
Okay,
it
do you
equals
remember-
a dead Fox?
Yes. Do you
and
remember
you teched
when
it.
we
I've
first
never
played-
seen that in my
when
life.
we first played a lot, I would always DI your knees awful. And I would die at 60. You're like, why are you DIing that way? I'm
You
like,
would
dude,
literally die at
I'm
60.
trying to tech. I'm trying to tech. And I think it took all those years of, like, just DIing knees horrible
Yeah.
down and away every time to learn when I should do that and when I shouldn't.
You were on the left side of the stage.
I know.
Somebody's saying it was Battlefield. And
It was
you,
Yoshi's. It was Yoshi's.
You upbeat. I think it was Yoshi's, but maybe it was Battlefield. And I double jump need, and you tech the. Honestly, in all
Press
my
1
years,
if you don't know what they're talking about. Because I hope
yeah, press 2 if you know
Everyone
exactly
knows.
the tech that I'm
I
talking about.
think no one knows.
Press 2 if
Instead
you
of this discussion, you
No,
guys
no,
can
no,
be
this
playing
is
slow
perfect.
melee and having a
Awesome.
great time.
All right,
Press
Blur,
and
top
having a
line.
fantastic
Top five
time.
Press
Consider
1
Blur.
if you were more interested in slow melee and you'd miss the tech. Press 2 if you fully understand what we're talking about. Okay?
I see a lot of ones.
I see way more 2s.
I think you're biased in your reading of it.
Blur, I literally see a sea of 2s.
I see only ones
Blur,
right
I
now.
see- Blur, I see-
I only see ones.
Blur, I'm seeing more 3s than 1s.
No, that's impossible.
Thank you for your honesty. I mean, I think the people
Now,
are
see, this is
always
the point
biased
where
towards.
You
the
ever
truth.
notice when you do Twitch polls with, like, hey, put some numbers? After a while, people just start putting crazy numbers in there. You
See
got
those
this.
ones?
I think they forgot what they were wanting or doing at this point. I really do. Because
That-
I see 69s.
was the best tech I've ever seen.
Thank you.
I can't believe it.
Thank you.
You got need at 110 as Fox, and you did not die.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. Huh?
And then, do you want more beer?
Let's get going
No.
soon. Let's get going soon. Yeah, let's get going soon.
It
I
was
want
funny,
to
so
call it because I
can
got a
we-
friend waiting on me at
Yeah.
karaoke.
for sure.
Karaoke.
So
HugS gave me a lot of shit earlier.
I would
for
love to
saying
just
karaoke.
for literally 3 minutes talk about that set. I recognized that I was intoxicated, and
Yes.
while you were in the restroom, I was talking to HugS, and I asked him, "What is the most gimmicky shit that I could do?"
You did definitely.
And he did not answer me,
You
but I
definitely- but you were thinking about it.
created. The way that I played was actually, I saw you a few times. Your hands on the controller, and then you were like, because I literally did the
I
stupidest
nared
shit that
at
I
you,
could.
and you like was standing there, and your neutral game was run, grab,
neutral
grab,
game was
run into the
bullshit.
corner, and then side B. And I was like, "Is this seriously fucking working?" Well, if I could see you and hear you over the slow melee talk, maybe I could react to some of these things.
I picked Tron
That is the most tilted I've ever
because
been.
I
versus
felt like
yes.
you would not be able to see
No,
me.
I couldn't see for shit.
I am not kidding. Like,
What the fuck? So you know what my counterpicking thought process is going to Yoshi's story?
Tell
I
me.
need a fucking bright stage. Okay, so there's Yoshi's and Dreamland, and then Dreamland's better for Falcon. So
let's just go to Yoshi's because I can see this motherfucker.
Yes.
No, I
That's
literally
all I
played
was thinking.
as gimmicky as I could. And, like, whenever you did... Like,
You're like, I'm doing
Toph
something
air
right.
wobbled me. Your face was Toph air wobble. You reminded me of Ladanus because I literally tried to be as gimmicky and lame and stupid as I could.
I know. You knew what you do, but you had some good combos in there for sure. You had some really good moments.
It was all off of bullshit. Thank you for noticing the Kobe's. Yes, these are Kobe, I think 11s. They might be 13s. I'm not sure. But they look like Twitch shoes, and that's why I bought them.
Yeah, those are sick. I actually need to get new shoes.
So
It's just about that time.
I would love to, if you need to leave, you should. How do you feel about Blur sitting down and then when HugS gets back from the restroom, he's taking a long break?
Well, I was gonna take HugS with me. We were gonna go to karaoke.
I see.
So I don't know. Just thought it'd be a fun thing to do.
So
In fact, you're welcome to come, but I feel like someone at home wouldn't necessarily appreciate that.
do you have any unspoken reasons to want to leave? Are there any reasons that you don't feel comfortable sharing with the stream?
No.
So
No.
how do you feel about... Because when Hugo gets back, I actually feel like I've talked about Hugo to people not on the microphone, but in private conversation, to Phil or to Brandon. And I've said, I've played a number of sets with Hugo, and usually, for whatever reason, I've won the first game. And HugS seems to take about an average of 5 minutes between games. Like, between sets, I know people walk away, but have you ever seen an individual, like HugS, sometimes he'll get, a moist towelette.
Mm-hmm.
He'll get up, put his controller down, he gets up, kind of pats his face.
Yep.
He walks around, he maybe gives his mom a little text.
Yeah, hi, Mom.
And then, 4 minutes later, he's ready to play game 2.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, hey, that was my momentum.
And he's counterpicking Dreamland.
And I feel like that's a, out of the game meta play.
Okay,
And I
where are you
wanted to
going with
ask
all
him-
this?
I wanted to ask him if he's ever felt that he's slowed down the pace of a set on purpose.
Can I make a comment?
Go ahead.
So as you guys know,
camera
we are
can't see you,
currently we are currently waiting on HugS to come back from the bathroom. I just got a notification on my phone because I made a tweet that said, "Congratulations, HugS,
Yes.
on the Dream Team signing."
Okay, he's taking a shit.
And I got a notification
I
that
know,
right now
we all know where this is going.
he liked that tweet.
Yep.
His
So,
phone is open right now.
so what do you guys think he's doing in the bathroom?
Everybody tweet at HugS because he will see your tweets. If you want, if you want to slow him down, if
How-
you want him to take a little long
How
on the
could he
restroom.
like my tweet right
Just
now?
tweet at him right
If-
now. Right. Well,
I'm just curious how he did that.
oh hey,
I'm just curious, Hugo. How did you like that tweet? The one I just. How'd you do that? Oh, you must have missed it. Yeah, you liked it in the bathroom.
yeah.
didn't you? That's interesting. You hand other people that phone?
I like your laptop, by the way.
Thanks, man. I got the Undyne
Super
sticker.
sick.
I love the Undyne sticker.
I don't know why we're so late.
All right.
Is HugS done?
We gotta pay
He's done with
Alex
our program.
Panda Morrison, the
Hugo, do you want
the
to
streamer of the Foundry,
Yeah.
for coming and Spencer was not able to make it
two
this- today.
times?
I'm just gonna say this is my stream. I'm allowed to say this when I want to, but again, all
Please,
donations
Hugo.
go to the streamer. We bought HugS. This is plane ticket.
We being Toph. I told HugS that I would pay for it. Toph stepped up.
I beat him to the punch.
You did. No, you stepped up.
because
I don't know what website you used to make that purchase.
Kayak. And the reason I bought it was because you messaged me on Saturday and you said, "Toph, can you buy this ticket?" I was like, "Scar, I'm really drunk.
but yes, you did.
I can't do this right now."
Yep.
And then you messaged me on Sunday. You said, "Hey, can you buy this ticket?" I said, "Scar, I'm really drunk. Can't do this right now. Either you buy today or I buy tomorrow." And then a day passed, and then I bought it. But if you can, again, our donations do not go to me and Scar. Our donations go to flying out players and paying our streamer, because Alex is here out of the kindness of his own heart. He is the new streamer at the Folsom Street Foundry.
Nice.
So
Oh, nice. Okay.
show him some love.
Which I did not get to go to yesterday.
Yeah.
But
All right.
thank you for the ticket.
Absolutely,
Appreciate
dude.
it, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
No better way to spend my money.
Yeah.
Thank
Are you trying to wrap up? Are we done?
Trying to wrap up.
Can I ask him to stack
Ask him.
rank? So you've spent about 2 hours with Toph,
Mhm.
with Scar, non-top 5 commentator, and also you were able to commentate a set with Vish and the Crimson Blur. So Blur, reigning champion, in your opinion, of commentary. If you could think back to the past 2 hours or so, 3 hours, who do you feel has really entertained the people? How would you stack rank the four of them? I expect that I am off the list. Honorable mention.
Because you weren't commentating.
Exactly. I mean, we talked
You
through
were
this
just
whole
whispering
show.
in my ear.
We talked through this whole show. Yes. And, we just spent about 3 hours talking about random things together. So, you can just disregard that. That's totally fine. If you want,
So if I had to rank us three, well, I can't rank myself here.
No.
Well, but I mean,
Excluding yourself, there's four of
I
us.
would
there is a
never do
I'm
that.
saying-
There's a press. Of course.
You've definitely ranked yourself.
Of course.
We have
I think
evidence
that's
of
the joke. I
this.
think that's the joke.
But of the four of us, if you had to rank your experience with somebody either carrying...
Boy, can you shut the fuck up about slow melee?
If I had to rank you four,
Blur literally just typed slow melee in the chat.
if I had to rank you four,
Just based on your like, imagine today is the only day you've ever lived, and you have a Google Doc in
Not
front
me.
of you.
You four.
Not you. You have a Google Doc in front of you, and your obligation to get into heaven or hell is like list the four of us in
order.
some sort of order. You can
For
tie.
commentary.
Ties are cool in terms of who was, in your opinion, the person who you would want to have on the mic. When the aliens come, and it's
they-
like
and they
humans versus
say-
aliens,
and they say,
right? Put
"Show
your
me what
best
you got."
yes,
Yeah.
that's what I want to know.
Um,
I have my list.
show me what
Toph
you
is always
got.
number one on my list. I have
Hurry it the fuck up!
crazy respect for Toph. Just keeping it real, always.
I would say, if I had to do you four. Okay. I gotta admit, this show without you would not exist. But
When you say you mean Toph.
no, I mean you.
I think
But if you're talking about tournament commentary, like during the match,
I'm talking about
It's
this is
different.
your only day that you've ever lived.
because you took your shirt off.
Scar does shit
And
for
that-
the
Which
stream.
Ben SW ran away.
That
He's
he
gone
went.
because of that.
That changed the whole vibe of this building
In a negative way?
in a positive.
In a
way.
positive
I see.
way. Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. I was impressed.
Okay.
Yeah. You make Ben SW leave, things change.
Yeah. Oh,
you did
yeah.
that.
You did that. Yeah.
By taking your shirt off.
All right. I regret asking this question.
So
This is a wonderful episode of the Scar and
So
Toph
one
Show
Scar-
featuring Toph
Yes.
and Scar.
Scar, and
Thank
of course,
you, Toph, for flying HugS out, who's an amazing guest. Thank you to
you.
everyone who joined the barbecue. All of the resubs. We'll be back next week on Toph's channel because he was the superior melee
get Johnny
player.
on here. I want to see
Oh,
Johnny
hell
on
yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
we
Handle
will.
it.
Probably not next
But
week.
you got to
we'll
do your
it.
work. You gotta do
Yeah,
your
we will.
research.
We will. We will.
Are we going to delete
will.
this VOD? Or
And
are
I
we
think
gonna
no.
put it
No,
on
no,
YouTube?
no, don't you dare.
How does it? Because how does this work? They're like, first of all, you took your shirt off.
Yeah.
On my stream.
It's against terms of service.
And you guys work at
Who gets banned?
Twitch. Yeah, who gets
Do I
think
get banned or
me.
do you get banned?
Who
I think
does
if
the
you got
banning?
banned, I would step up and say, no, ban me.
Okay.
It's my fault.
Because if you look closely. Second of all, who bans us? Can we
Yeah.
just tell them not to ban us?
Probably
Who do
like
they-
Tyler.
Who do
Okay,
they
Tyler's
s-
not banning me.
Nah.
It took you a long time to take that shirt off.
Yeah.
You guys both had ample opportunities.
You
Is
can
that
barely
like an
hear
o-
a
is that like
blur
an
saying
Office?
slow melee over and over in the background. Slow melee, slow melee.
Echo in the room.
All right, I'm out.
All right.
I'm out.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, dude.
Thank you, Hugo. Congratulations.
you.
Dream
Dream
team.
What other team should Hugo be joining other than the Dream Team?
None. It's the
Thank
dream.
you all for watching. Once more, we hit 2,000 viewers. And we'll
Follow,
see you.
Follow at Dream Team GG. Follow at HugS86, like on everything.
Especially on Twitch.
And drink
Twitch.
the
Best
and
streamer.
drink the fuck out of brain gear.
Yes,
And drink the hell out of Brain Gear. Yes, absolutely. HugS86.
I respect it.
BrainGear.gg.
Toph, thank you for indulging me. Vish, thank you for accepting my apology, which was rambling in nature. Blur, thank you for being here as always. HugS, I wish we could have you on the show for
Yo, I'll come back.
3 times as many hours, at least.
I'll come back up at some
But
point.
unfortunately, all good things must come to an end.
This will be like the Halloween episode of The Simpsons, dude. You need to have it every once in a while.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
Once per season.
Yeah.
We need to have HugS on the show.
I'm down. I'm down.
Our classic sign out, Panda, are you ready for Streets 112? Couldn't remember the name of the YouTube video.
Streets 112?
Oh my fucking god.
Is that what he said?
Jesus Christ, dude.
I know 112 Peaches and Cream. It's a great song.
Oh my god.
Know what I mean? Peaches and Cream.
I know that song too.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du. Can we go do karaoke, please? Karaoke. Oh my god. Is that how Toph said it? Karaoke.
I am so
Karaoke.
sad right now.
Karaoke.
Oh my god. Hugo, I need you to sit here. Are you ready for Streets 112? Hugo, you need to watch this whole video
What
and
is this?
listen to the audio.
Okay.
This is our signature video. This is the purest form of esports that you're about to watch.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you all for watching. We're going to head out. This is our signature outro. We will be back in 1 week on the same channel. Give us a follow. Peace out.